That's alright.
You see what happens, Larry? This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry. This is what happens, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Ken Shamrock, you're just a boy. You're trick-or-treating at the wrong door.
Yeah, it appears to be going. Right. Pop out the chat button.
He's not a cheap shark.
Yeah.
Bad blood.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, we might be okay.
I'm getting so tired. People ask me, did you ever fight Ken Shamrock? Did you ever fight Ken Shamrock?
This is virtual reality.
Okay. Yeah. It's definitely Legends Never Die, so I don't know about the rest of it. Oh, there we go. I am indeed. Hello, everybody.
I will be back in a minute, but I'm here in the general area.
Why don't you introduce the event while we wait for everybody to get ready? Could be an idea. I feel like that's going to happen anyway. I think we. Hickson beat the shit out of Yoji Anjo.
Microphone. Oh my God. Can people hear me now? Is everybody able to hear me out there? I had it still set on my line in. I had some technical difficulties with my mic setup. For some reason, it did not want to work. I did not forget to turn on my microphone. I forgot to change the settings of the Streamlabs here to switch it over from line in to microphone. So I'm just going to repeat everything I had just said because nobody fucking heard me. Anyway, fight fans, friends, and loved ones, thanks for joining us. We're going to be watching Deep First Impact here tonight. It was held on January 8th, 2001 at the Aichi, however you say it, Prefectural Gymnasium in Nagoya, Japan. We're not going to be watching a full event here. We're going to be skipping a couple fights just because we want to keep it. We don't want this to go on for 3 hours. Who the fuck is going to stay around for 3 hours of this? People have shit to do, especially they have to get ready for bed, get ready for work, whatever. So we're going to skip a couple fights, but don't worry, those fights went to draw. They're nothing to write home about. We're going to focus on the meat of the fights. And as I was talking to Alistair, you maybe heard him responding, but you didn't hear me. I said it's really interesting because Yoji Anjo's in this fight, and we'll talk more about that later. But Yoji Anjo, of course, Yoji Anjo's in this event, and there's a Gracie in this event, Hoyler Gracie to be exact. And Hoyler Gracie is the brother to Hickson Gracie, who famously beat the shit out of Yoji Anjo in a closed door fight.
That no one has ever seen. And
no one has ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, it remains a mystery.
It does remain a mystery, but Hickson has alluded that he has secret videotape of this. There is a picture. There is one picture floating around of.
Oh yeah, there's a before and after. There's Yoji hanging out outside the Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu Club, and then there's immediately afterwards where his face is just absolutely decimated. Reduced by 1/10.
Yes, yeah, that's right. It was, though they've changed now. Apparently, I'm the asshole for getting on the people for using that word and not the right context. They've changed the definition now because people have used it so many times in a context that's not related to the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way was decimate means, of course, to reduce by 1/10. You take every one guy and you kill him. You know, that's what decimate was. Well, now it's just used to describe total destruction. Whatever. I'm not in charge of dictionary.com. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Who cares? So as soon as Corey, our friend, is ready to go, we're ready to go. I've tried to add another friend and loved one. Oh, and
I'm around here so I can hit pause, so I'm in sync with you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know what? Let's just press play. Press play.
1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me bring up the file.
All right, and you might want to mute. I can hear myself on your end, so I'm not sure if you have your.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on. Where's the stream?
And I will introduce, since nobody heard me. Nobody heard me before. Yeah, Corey, if you've got headphones, you're gonna be using.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I can't find where the stream is.
Yes, the video goes when the asshole presses play. That is correct, Christopher Pace.
Well, there's three of us, so when the assholes press
Yes,
play.
when the
There
assholes
we
press
go.
play. All right, so we're gonna press play. They're not watching the stream. I'm not screen sharing because I didn't want to potentially take away bandwidth from the streaming. I don't want the stream to have any problems. So we're each watching a video file on our computers. We're just gonna press play around the same time. It should be close enough.
All right, give us a countdown.
Are you ready to go, Corey? We've lost Corey, but so let me introduce everybody.
I'm about to be, yeah.
He's about to be ready. We have our favorite Australian, Alistair, is with us tonight. Thank you very much, Alistair.
How you going?
It's going pretty good so far. And we have Corey Goodman, our good friend and loved one. You might have heard him on Pride Resurrection episode 11, I think it was. He joined us for Sakuraba versus Hoyler Gracie. And I'm trying to get Tom Tanaka on, who's a good friend and loved one, but he is not around. And Good Vibe, I don't know fucking Good Vibe's Gmail. So Good Vibe, I think I tweeted at him. Let me see if he tweeted back. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna try and add Good Vibe. Oh, good God, this is gonna be awesome. But I don't know what Good Vibe is gonna do because he doesn't he doesn't have a video file, unfortunately. So let's add Good Vibe into here. There he is. And hopefully Good Vibe comes on. So we'll have a full roster tonight. I'm waiting to press play if Corey is ready because I can't hear him. If he's talking, I cannot hear you, Corey. So
Maybe he's not talking.
So we'll wait to catch up with Corey. Are you ready to go?
You guys, I guess start it.
No. Go back to make sure you're at 0. We're gonna press play.
No. I didn't download it yet, so I have to wait 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So you guys start it.
Yeah, we'll start. You'll catch up. All right, so here we go. Alistair, you ready? In 3,
Yep.
2, 1, play.
Going.
And it's playing. Like I can hear it.
Yeah, we gotta.
I could probably take away this Cox thing for now.
Nah, leave it on there. It's
Now,
part of the charm.
Another thing we have to do here, volume check. Can everybody hear us okay? And can you hear the video file playing on the screen? Just type in chat.
Yeah, I think we have to wait about 20 seconds for it to come
Oh,
through.
yeah, that's right. We do have to wait about 20 seconds. I think it's buffered by about 20 seconds. I did that, I'm not sure if I have the best connection settings or what, so I just erred on the side of caution.
Also, you can mute everybody if I just go on like a racist tirade or something like that.
Oh, okay. Bohica, thank you, buddy. And
Yeah,
I do want to plug that if you want to win a fantastic MMA poster, custom made, did I hit, what the hell happened here? Why did it stop playing? What the fuck?
It's got a weird little thing over about 1 minute 08 to
okay.
1 minute 10.
Here.
It'll come back at 1 minute 10.
Go to 1 minute and 34 seconds.
I will go to 1 minute and 34 seconds.
All right. Are you there?
I am there.
Okay, press play in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. There we go. Sorry, everybody.
Struggle Street, ladies.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was a pause in the video file. But anyway, I was going to show the Wheel of Fun prizes. There you go. There's the Wheel of Fun prizes. Your name can go on there. If you might be asking, well, what would I be playing for here, The Most Dangerous Man Alive today on the Wheel of Fun prizes? Well, you would be playing for, I'm going to move this out. Here it comes. Whoa, one of these. Look at that awesome Bushido 7 folder or poster there. You could win that. I'm going to move that out of here. So anyway, I think we're having a parade of fighters here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Alistair.
Yes, we are. A
Great.
couple of familiar faces for people who like Pancras, and a couple of sort of jiu-jitsu guys.
Yes, so we are not going to be watching this whole thing in Total Fight fans. We're going to skip a couple fights just to keep the time constrained here. We don't want to sit here for 3 hours. I know you probably don't want to sit here for 3 hours. So we're going to skip a couple of the fights that not necessary. They go to draws. Who cares about a draw? I wouldn't skip a fight that has like a submission or a knockout or something like that. So we're going to skip a couple fights There's a martial arts exhibition in this that the guys show off some martial art moves. It's kind of like Hoyler Gracie and Hickson Gracie's jiu-jitsu exhibition from Pride 7, I think it was. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna focus.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so we're gonna focus on the fun stuff here, the fighting. Yes, there is a Pancrase guy. There's a couple of Pancrase guys in this, I think.
There's 3 or 4 because there's Daisuke Ishii, Kengo Watanabe, Kosei Kubota, who was Paul Lazenby's roommate when he was at the Pancrase Dojo, and my personal favorite fighter, Ikehisa the Punk Minuwa.
Yes, yes. And it's kind of funny because there was a lot of Pancrase guys that went over to Deep. And they commingled with Deep quite a bit. Yama Mia is one of them. He was doing Pancrase and Deep at the same time. I think Ikohisa the Punk Minuwa did a couple Deeps too while he was in Pancrase.
There's an interview with the founder of Deep, and his idea was to have like an MMA toy box where everybody. So it was quite hard to get people to like agree to fight in each other's organizations because they wouldn't agree to the rules. But he'd be able to go, "Well, come over to Deep. We'll just, we'll let you two fight and do some cool shit."
Yeah. So our first bout here, fight fans, is gonna see Hitoyo Kimura, 29. He's from Japan. He's gonna be taking on Valentine Seojin. He's from Belarus. I fucked up that Belarusian name. That's par for course.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Yes, Valentine is apparently a Saikendo practitioner, which I don't think there's any Japanese practitioners of Saikendo. It's all Russian or former Soviet Russian state guys that are doing it. There's no Japanese guys.
Yeah.
Let me get his introduction here. This is his first MMA bout, while Valentine had a record of 1-1, which stems from his participation at the Pancration Cup of Russia #1 in December of 2000, a tournament which saw him beat Ivan Zaika via submission, but fall via TKO against Amar Suluev.
Oh, Amar, the hitman who died of stomach cancer, Suluev.
Is that him? Is that Amar?
Yeah, that's the same guy.
Oh, there you go. Hold on, I gotta turn on a light because I can't. I'm trying to read my thing in pitch black. Hold on.
All right, we are underway, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, much better. Much better.
Yeah. I'll let you commentate for a bit so I can work out if we're on the same bit of our video.
Absolutely here. So, Valentine here comes out with a left. He comes in with a left and a right there, pretty nice. There's a, whoa, what kind of kick was that?
Yeah, a little flail kick from
Hitoyo.
Our other guy here.
Yeah. Hitoyo Kimura. A nice last name, Kimura. Slapping leg kick there from Valentine, a clinch.
There's some awful striking from Kimura there.
Yes, this is his first MMA bout.
Oh, lovely lateral drop there from our Saikendo practitioner.
I wonder if that is a Saikendo move or if that's just his combat sambo, or judo. He probably is a judo guy.
Could be. I haven't seen his corner, but could be like a rings guy or something like that, or related to rings guys.
Yes. Oh, Jonathan! I see a friend and loved one. Jonathan was wrong in the chat. Jonathan will get you on the next stream to invite you along. This one is kind of set up to where everybody had to have their own video file. But
high guard from Kimura and switching to a leg lock, but not wrapping the legs up. Dumb idea, so he's going to get hit a bit. And I think, Deep. Who asked the question?
Christopher Pace just mentioned rings rules.
Some of them are like rope escape rules, and then some of them are full Vale Tudo rules, and it's all just weird.
And
so
Simon.
It just depends on the fight. Oh, armbar!
Simon did make note that it's an appropriate time to have a fighter called Valentine on, because we're almost at Valentine's Day.
Oh, and verbal tap there, so busted elbow for poor old Valentine.
Yeah, that looks like a work. God, it's Hyoto's first fight. Anyway, what would become of our two awesome fighters here? Hyoto would be back in Deep at Deep Fourth Impact. Between then and Deep First, he would fight at a Pancrase Neo Blood tournament of 2001. He would fight at the Neo Blood tournament 2001. He lost to Shinya Sato, and then he would fight Jun Ishii at Titan Fighting Championship number 4 in June. I didn't write down what happened there. This would be Valentine's only appearance in Deep. He would fight until 2005, ending his MMA career with a record of 6-5. No notable bouts to point out.
Yeah, 65's alright for a journeyman.
Yeah, I never heard of him. Maybe put where he fought. Maybe that would give us a more clue about what happened to him or why we didn't hear of him. Gonna head into our second fight here, which sees a whopper. Yoji Anjo, 31, from Tokyo, Japan. He's taking on Gia Chiragishibi, Georgia, former Soviet country, Georgia. That's where he's from. I don't know how old he was. Yoji Anjo, famous Japanese wrestler and shoot-style practitioner, had 4 previous MMA bouts prior to this and wasn't having the best go of it.
No.
He lost all 4 of his bouts. First at U Japan in November 95, losing to Sean Alvarez via submission of punches in a 30-minute plus bout. Then Tank Abbott, he fought him at UFC 15.5. There's Yoji Anjo. He's 31. He looks like he's about 55.
Looks like a lump of shit.
He looks like a lump of shit. UFC 15.5, Ultimate Japan 1. He lost to Tank Abbott there in a 15-minute decision loss. Then he fought Murillo Bustamante at UFC Ultimate Japan 3 in April 2000, a second-round submission loss. And finally, he lost to Matt Lindland at UFC 29 in December 2000, a TKO loss at almost 3 minutes of the first round. UFC loved Yoji Anjo. They just brought him on to have...
I think they just loved him in Japan because it was a bit of a draw.
Yeah.
The thing is, they just kept matching him up against killers, like Murillo Bustamante and Matt Lindland, both like solid dudes. Bustamante especially.
We have some loud Japanese commentary going on here. Yeah, I know. It lost the decision to Tank Abbott. Can you believe that? You would expect Tank Abbott to but Tank Abbott probably gassed out.
If I remember that fight correctly, Tank got stuck in his guard and Anjo managed to like stifle a bunch of punches, but it really wasn't a good fight.
Sounds like his fight against Sean Alvarez at U Japan, where Alvarez was in his guard for 25 minutes.
Lovely shot there. That was awful from Anjo.
Yes, so interesting parallels here, because Royler Gracie's fighting in the main event. Yoji Anjo, he has beef with the Gracie family, but maybe they brushed it under the rug. I wonder if he talked with Royler at all during this event, you know? Like, I'm sure some of the other Gracies were a part of Royler's entourage. Hey, it's Rob Hill. Thanks for joining, Rob. I'm trying to stay on top of the chat as much as I can, so I'll let Alistair do the play-by-play for this, and you know what? I will pay attention to the chat and see what our lovely fans are saying.
Yeah, fair enough. The play-by-play. Yoji Anjo will sit in guard and not do much. I can see this happening right now. Yeah, Anjo, I think if he ever did have beef with the Gracie family after getting like destroyed by Hickson, I think no one would ever take him seriously. So I don't remember him talking too much shit afterwards. This is definitely after Hickson whooped him. Hickson whooped him in 1995. Nice pass there by Anjo into north-south. The freaky mount.
So Hats 11, this was after Hickson Gracie whooped the shit out of him. That happened back in 1994 or 95, I believe. 95, I think. And this event takes place in 2000, January 2001, excuse me. Hey, Mike G, what's going on?
So we're still in your favorite position, the most dangerous man alive today, the freaky mount.
Freaky mounts, gotta love it.
Yeah. Although I think Anjo's going for a north-south choke, but either lacks the strength to finish it, and he's not like dropping his head all the way to the floor, which is another way to finish that.
I haven't seen a whole lot of north-south chokes work, except if it's like an anaconda.
Yeah, that's true. I have There was one in the UFC. I can't remember who pulled it off.
I think it was a. Most recently, I saw a Darce choke. Who pulled that off? I forget.
There's been a ton of Darces and Anacondas, but I'm thinking like just a straight up north-south choke. I know that Jongwan Kim, the absolute GOAT, the best that ever was, lost to north-south choke from Yusuke Fuke, but otherwise I can't really remember any other ones.
I just want to bring up if you. Oh, Simon. I seen Simon was here. Simon, thanks for joining. You get 2 spots on the Wheel of Fun prizes. So I'll have to put in. Simon, you tell me what 2 spots you want. You can pick any 2 spots on here that you want to pick. Since you donated $6, you get 2 spots on the Wheel of Fun. If you want to try and win a poster, $3 tip. Tip goes to pay for the poster and shipping, and you'll have a chance to win. I have 2 posters to give away. I have the Bushido 7 poster. Beautiful. It's a huge poster, 36 by 24, so it's a big one. And then I have the Hustle 4 poster, the Wacky Gonzo poster.
Oh shit! That's a good poster.
Yes, it is an awesome poster. That one's smaller. That one's 24 by 18, so it's a little bit smaller, more manageable. I'm surprised Anjo is still in this. I'd have expected him to be beat.
Not anymore. Now he's on his back. He was doing some good shit there, but just gave up on his control and just pulled guard there awfully. And so now we're going to see not much happen, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think the stream is still up, so I don't need to use this don't block you cock. So you see that thing? That's just in case. Just in case they start blocking the stream, but I don't think they will. Mike G asked, any timetable on the next Pride video? Yes, I'm hard at work. I'm about 45% done. I should be about 50 or 60% done. I don't think I'll get much work in tonight, but I'm expecting Monday or Tuesday. So stay tuned, next Monday or Tuesday.
Active hips from Yoji Anjo. What's he trying for? He was trying for an armbar from the bottom, but he's missed it there. Had the wrong grip.
You know, guys like Anjo always make me wonder, what kind of training was he going through? Was he just sticking with like the shoot style buddies and training mat wrestling, or was he actually trying to work on his legitimate MMA skills?
Anjo was a Billy Robinson student, but because he was a bigger draw than like Sakuraba or early Kyoshi Tamura, he never really got like the work in that those guys got in. So whereas Sakuraba, in order to get like any respect on a card he was on, he had to work really hard and train all the time and, you know, beat the shit out of some people in the gym. Yoji Anjo could sort of coast by on his, well, being Hikada's mate and always getting pushed in the top position anyway.
一方こちらはちょっと突発的なその、飛び膝蹴りとか、そういったものなんか出したら結構面食らって突破口開ける可能性があるんですよね。
Interesting corner technique here. Not exactly sure what Alvez doing.
ギア選手のがスタミナ的には消耗してますね。
あ、そうですか。
安城選手立ってますんで。
I reset the chat box there. I'm trying to get the chat box to work. Hey, Gotans, that's all right. You're here. We're here for quite a while, so strap yourself in. We got some awesome deep action. So we're heading into the second round here. I wish I had more notes. I didn't include any notes for these guys, but I included some tidbits for other guys later. Yoji Anjo, interesting choice in his getup here. He's got on bicycle trunks.
Nice snapping kick there from Anjo. Like, Anjo's interesting because he does have the skills. He just sort of crumples when he gets hit. He just gets hit in the face and he just goes, "Oh god, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be hanging out here."
Kind of bad form on that last kick though. Hey Joey DeClue, thanks for coming in. You haven't missed much. We just pretty much started. We got a late start because we were trying to fix shit up.
And that was an awful takedown attempt from Anjo there. It's very weird that Anjo is sort of like so willing to play guard because he's a Billy Robinson and a catch wrestling guy, and quite often they're like, I don't want to be on my back, or even if they are on their back in guard, they'll be working the stand up rather than trying to work submissions. So Anjo's a bit of an oddity.
Well,
MMA oddity.
He's had to work hard on his work from the bottom because he's likely to be there, you know.
Yeah. getting wrestled all the time.
And Corey, are you there, buddy? I think we might have lost.
Yeah, do you have a timestamp? And my mic is always muted, so it's going to take me a second to respond.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get you a timestamp at the end
get
of
him on 18 minutes, and then we'll give him a countdown. There.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna go to 18 minutes here. It won't go to 18 minutes. I'm gonna have to back up here. Corey, we have another friend for everybody watching. We have another friend and loved one here. You know what? I can't get to 18 minutes. I can get
to 17:58.
I'm at 18:16.
Okay, go to 17:54 for me, gentlemen, or because that's what I can get to.
As close as you can get, yeah.
Yeah, 17:54.
All right, I'm set. Waiting on you, Corey.
Or if you can get to 17:55. If you're a second ahead, I don't think it'll matter too much.
Should be right.
7:42 is best I can get.
17:42. Well, you know what? I'll get there. Get to 17:42, Alistair. I'm gonna get there.
All right, we're gonna do this.
All right, I'm gonna have to do this. Hold on here. Sorry, fight fans. I apologize for the delay here. We'll get going in just a second. I'm gonna need to see the status here. Okay. What we're going to 17:44?
42.
42, but it's close enough.
17:42. Okay, I'm getting back to 17:42 exactly. All right, we're ready to go?
All right, I'm set.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play.
All right, we going.
All right, great. We're back in it, fight fans. This awesome
More
fight.
guard work from Anjo.
Anjo versus Gia. His name is Gia Chirag Ish Billy.
Keep trying. We'll get there eventually.
Chirag Ishvili. There you go. He's from Georgia, the former Soviet country.
Triangle attempt from Anjo there. Like he's trying from his back. Bless his heart, he's trying, but yeah. Slacks the impetus. The overall skill to finish a lot of these.
He's trying to break the lock. He rolls out there, but very sloppy.
Yeah. That was very odd. He went the wrong way. Like, if he wanted to finish the Kimura, he needed to roll back the other way to do that. So he ended up just putting himself on the bottom of side control.
Interesting choice in glove color for Deep here. They have kind of like a maroon red. Both fighters have it.
I think they were trying to differentiate themselves from the rest of the sort of MMA promotions at the time, who would either have black or Pride had its blue.
Yes, is Rising still using that baby shit green color?
Yeah. That was either baby shit or like excessive alcohol shit green, or overload of Macca's shit green. One of the three. And yes, they are. They're still using those god awful ones.
Not a fan of that color. Not a fan. I know it's different. Yeah, very different. But I am not a fan. Yoji rolls out there.
Yeah, he's trying. Love it.
Did they not have the rule about no kicking shoes? Because I thought they had that in earlier. Oh wait, no, that's Pride. That's Pride. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Pride had that rule, then they got rid of it. I am not sure of the exact rule set of Deep here.
I think Deep is going full valet to the rules. I don't think you're allowed to elbow on the ground. So I think you're allowed to soccer kick and knee on the ground. I just don't think you're allowed to elbow.
That is good. I hope to see some soccer kicks on the ground. I love soccer kicks in MMA fights. It should be that way. I mean, what more can you do with a...
may disagree.
What worse can you do with a kick than you can do with an elbow? You know what I mean?
I find
elbow in the eye socket can be pretty damaging.
I can definitely produce more force with a kick, but I can probably do more damage with an elbow. Mind you, still an amateur, so I haven't had the chance to use them properly yet.
Yeah, it's a combination of like how pointy and hard and sharp the elbow is, along with how many soft targets, and you're going to be aiming at their face. Like it's a bad mix.
I think we
I
haven't.
hope to master the. Oh, wait for you, Tim.
I was gonna say we haven't seen the all-out arms race in Pride where everyone just going for soccer kicks. That's still coming. We haven't seen it really break loose yet in Pride, though we've seen some guys trying. At least where we're at in Pride Resurrection of watching Pride, we're seeing guys maybe attempt a soccer kick, but nobody's really focusing on it yet. And when we get to that, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's the arrival of Shogun, or yeah, and about Pride Bushido that they start really taking off.
Jonathan was wrong. He said he's pro headbutts too. Yeah.
Okay, there's a rule set called Kudo where you wear like a full face mask and a gi. It's really cool. You should look it up. But you can headbutt standing up in that. And I've had a couple of sparring, like they were called sparring matches. They were just straight up fights, and it was real fun hitting headbutts.
Oh boy, that's funny. So you have to wear the full face mask and.
Yeah, it's like one of those big dumb karate helmets.
Okay.
I don't even want to ask how the hell you found a place that like, offers that like as a service. Like how popular is this?
It's massive in Russia, and it's coming up in Australia because we've got sort of draconian rules as to amateur MMA. So whereas you used to be able to have like a mat competition where you'd wear and do like C-class judo rules, you can't do that anymore. You have to do full
CPR
tests.
going on against Gia here.
Yeah, that looks extremely uncomfortable. I have no idea what that means.
I wonder if he's cramping up in the chest. What's going on there?
Yeah, still. But yeah, Kudo's taking off because it's a traditional martial art. You don't have to do blood tests. You don't have to pre-register, and you don't have to pay the extra for insurance.
Okay, so for non-MMA martial art exhibitions, you have those in Australia, like a Lumex Cup sort of thing.
We got Australia's a bit weird. We have a lot of rule sets that are sort of just do okay, and then nothing that's really as big as like Sambo is in Russia or
right. But you're saying for non-MMA, you don't have to go through the arduous sort of stuff to get.
Oh no, you have to with kickboxing, and you have to with boxing as well. It all goes through combat sports.
Yeah, but what about this karate stuff?
No. So if it's like touch karate, I'm not sure about Kyokushin and Nogi Jiu-Jitsu and that sort of thing. You don't have to go through the CSA.
Yeah, I would say
have a chest injury, or like that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in the corner.
Yes, I've never seen anything like that. So is cramping in the chest muscles? Has anybody ever gotten that? Did he not drink enough fluids?
He seemed to be like looking towards his shoulder, like on the right side.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't know that he was kind of. I don't even know what to make. I just can't explain it.
Yeah. I would imagine Australia is influenced quite a bit by what's happening martial arts wise in like Japan for mixed martial arts and stuff like that. Is that true, Alistair?
It was during the 90s because we were close, but it's much more Thailand and sort of places like that because Australia is weird. We're like a European country in the middle of Southeast Asia, if you just think about like our actual geographical position. So kickboxing is a lot bigger in Australia than in sort of any other combat sport.
A dwarf sitting on a giant's shoulder asks, wasn't the founders of Kudo one of the fighters in the Lumex Cup? Do you know that?
No, but Yoshinori Nishi, the guy he's thinking of, did practice Kudo, but then he gave up on it to found his own school of Waijutsu Keshukai.
So do they actually have Kudo competitions in Australia?
They do. We do have an international team. I don't know how we do. And the head of Kudo in Australia is Paul Cale. And Paul Cale is literally the scariest human you will ever meet.
Does he have a giant freakish head?
He does have a giant freakish head. He also legitimately killed people in Afghanistan because he was part of the Australian Special Forces. He has the most like confirmed hand-to-hand murders of any human being.
What?
It's fucked. And
he has murders on his record, like criminal murders?
Sanctioned murders, you know, government
sanctioned.
murders. The ones where you go over to another country and are employed as a soldier to murder people.
Oh.
But, you know,
But instead of doing it with a gun, he's like has a fetish. He wants to choke him like to death.
Okay, this is a legit quote from Paul Kale. The saddest thing about the last man I killed in Afghanistan was he will probably be the last man I ever kill.
Oh my god.
I'm not fucking kidding. That is something he has said on multiple occasions. He is terrifying.
Oh god.
But like, lovely guy, but you've probably done some like seminars with excellent fighters and stuff like that. Like, you go in there and you go, oh, this guy knows how to like break me. With Paul Kale, you go in there and you think, this guy knows how he would kill me, and he has already thought of exactly how he would do it.
Exactly. And you better thank him.
Right.
You better thank him for not killing you on that day, because he could.
I thank God every day.
That's a famous Rampage to Rashad Evans quote, where Rampage is going, you better thank me, you better thank me. And Rashad Evans goes, thank you for what? Because I was just about to kill you right then, but then I decided not to. That was from an Ultimate Fighter, I believe. One of the funniest things I ever heard, and I've kept that in my mind forever.
Rampage is not bad.
Rampage, what happened to him? He just let himself go.
He's got fat.
It's Port Film, another Australian Port Film co-op. Say hey to fellow Aussie there, Alistair.
How you doing? But yeah, as you'll have noticed, we've wandered. Our topic of conversation has once again wandered because not much has happened. Although Anjo did try for a rolling Kimura there.
And he's got kind of a bloody nose going on.
Yeah, but Anjo sort of breeds boring fights because he knows how to do enough to like nullify people, but he can't do much else.
Yeah, that fight against Sean Alvarez in New Japan, 33-minute fucking snooze fest.
Oh yeah, that was awful. I didn't even watch your commentary on it. I skipped it.
Yes, I think when I'm watching stuff like that for Classic MMA Revival, I do try and keep it interesting by talking about completely random bullshit stuff.
Yeah, it works. Oh, he's trying, bless him. He's got an overhooking, so he's trying to set up a triangle, but he's not going to finish that.
No. And I think this is the end of the fight, I hope.
Yeah, that's it.
The ring of the bell there, that might signify the end of the fight. I think we know how this one goes.
Right,
I got headphones, yay.
Oh, yay, Corey, he's with us. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah, I won't take like a minute to respond now. Sorry about that.
Alright, so friends and loved ones, we're going to be skipping the next fight here, as this one ends in a draw. I don't think they have judges set up, so there's no judging. If a fight goes a distance, it's a draw. So maybe I should have skipped that one, but I like Anjo for whatever reason, and I decided to keep that fight in. But the next fight we're going to skip in respects of time, consideration of time here, because we don't want to have this go on for too long here. So
we do have to point out how awesome their ring getup is for the next fight, though. That purple and the blue.
Yeah, the guy with the blonde hair. So you
That's
two
glorious.
boys, I'll give you two boys a chance to get to our next time code here. The time code is going to be 4943. So get as close to that as you can, and I will give
4941.
4941. That sounds good. I think Alistair will be able to get there. But yeah, let's take a look at our two boys here that this fight we're going to be skipping. Very cute purple.
Yeah, it's Riki Uyema and Kosei Kubota. And Uyema is a U-File guy, and Kubota is a Pancras guy.
Yes. U-File Camp he's out of, and he's wearing a very pretty purple. And Uyema, is that
Kubota's in the blue.
Yeah, Kubota, he's got nice blonde hair there, nice little goatee, and he's got on the cutest little blue, and it looks like he's got on gray booties. But anyway, we're skipping that fight fans. So 49-41, I am going to get there, and we'll be pretty close here. I need to see my status here so I can get there in time. Okay, I'm at 49-41. You guys there?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, we'll press play in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, our next fight here, fight fans. We skipped that. This is a fight you want to see. This one's going to see Kengo Watanabe taking on Osamu Kawahara. Watanabe was 24 years old. He's from Japan. Kawahara, also known as Tachikari, he's 37. Kengo comes into this fight 2-4-2. He debuted as a pro fighter in Pancrase at Pancrase 1998 anniversary show in September of 98. His opponent, Boss Rutan, and Boss's
That
last...
is a ridiculous fight.
Boss Rutan's last ever Pancrase appearance. Boss beat the shit out of Kengo, earning a TKO. Kengo would lose or draw his next 5 fights all in Pancrase before earning his first victory at the Pancrase 2000 anniversary show in September of 2000 against Joe Ghetto Man Charles in what was Joe Ghetto Man Charles' only Pancrase appearance, and the last MMA pro fight Joe Ghetto Man Charles would ever have. Non-sanctioned ghetto fights not included. Osamu, was he a pro wrestler? I'm not sure. He's definitely not a pro fighter. He debuted at the Pride 2000 Grand Prix opening rounds in January 2000, getting himself quickly dispatched by Gary Goodridge. Then he was featured in a Saikendo event in October of 2000, Saikendo Ultimate Boxing. That's Satoru Sayama's other fighting promotion, Shuto being the first. Ultimate Boxing events feature Ultimate Boxing and MMA-style matchups, and Osamu lost to some Russian in an MMA-style bout in what would be the Russian's only pro MMA bout listed on his SureDog record. Not included in Osamu's record is his Ultimate Boxing bout against Zurab Akhmedov at Ultimate Boxing Pride vs. Saikendo, which, viewers, you can see on this very channel right here. I did watch for a Classic MMA Revival, Ultimate Boxing Pride vs. Saikendo. So if you're interested in seeing what Ultimate Boxing is, go check that out. Osamu entering this bout with a MMA record of 0-2 really needs a win. And my other note here is Kengo would turn 25 later in the month of January. His birthday is January 31st.
Yeah, Pancrase had really high hopes for Kengo, because he's huge. Just as a human being, he's massive, and he appeared to have some talent in the dojo. But I think his training with Yoshiki Takahashi actually sort of didn't serve him well, because Takahashi just likes to go out there and swing his ball, and so basically Kengo got his chin demolished in his first 3 fights. It was just gone. And so, yeah, after that, he sort of had trouble for the rest of his career with being chinny, because he'd get into trades with people and fall over before they did.
Diego98 says, fun fact on the Rutan versus Kengo match, Kengo says he trained for 2 years to face off Boss, and that 2 years was wasted. And we have to...
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, in Boss Rutan's commentary on his fights, he said when they left, they're like, oh, we'll give you an easy fight for your last one. And then about a week before, he finds out that Kengo has been just trained this whole time to debut against Rutan. So he's just like, well, fuck this, and just goes out there and destroys him. Very different, because at that point, Boss Rutan was sort of this destructive grappler. He'd strike people and scare them, and then he'd tear them apart on the ground. Whereas in the Kengo fight, he just goes ape shit on him and just beats him up on the feet. Apparently, there's a manga about Kengo's training as well, leading to that brutal fight, but now, I can't find that.
Osamu is really attached to this fucking lightning bolt sequence.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, it's the good vibe. Hold on. I'm gonna have to...
What the fuck are you doing, good vibe?
There's the good vibe. I don't think he can join us. He's at work. So good vibe.
What the hell was that?
That was good vibe here. Good vibe disconnect. Get the fuck out of here. Good vibe is in the chat, but he's good vibe has a night job where he is a DJ at a local bar. So good vibe is gone here. I still hear a hissing in the background. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I got a background hiss as well. Who knows?
That Corey, is that you? Yeah, it is. It is you. I think your desktop microphone is being picked up now.
Well, yeah, that's the only microphone I have.
Oh, okay. I don't know where this hiss is coming from.
Here, let me mute myself. Give me 1 second.
All right, look at Kengo Watanabe in such good shape. Like he's killing
Nope.
Not me then.
It was a fucking good vibe. Good vibe. Good vibe has ruined
Big
it.
strikes from Kengo. Kengo's fucking up.
Nothing like a good vibe to bring it down.
Look at him, he's just fucking him right up. He's done. Jesus Christ.
So just to be clear, there is not a period of 5 seconds where the buzzing stopped when I muted it.
Yeah. Okay, hold on over here, everybody. I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna restart.
Right,
so we don't have this. I'm gonna restart this hangout. Okay. So I'm gonna close it and start fresh, just to try and get rid of this buzzing. Cause good vibe, I love you, buddy. But whatever you did,
but you fucked everything
you
up.
fucked everything up. So hold on, guys. I will get back at. Oh, and there you go. The buzzing is gone. Good vibe. Love you, buddy. And I'm gonna start a new hangout here. And I am going to add Alistair back, and we'll pick the video back up here. Sorry, fight fans. All right, we got Alistair. Alistair, can you hear?
Yes, I can. There is no buzz.
Great, it's gone. We took care of it, and I'm hopefully gonna get back. Corey, you back? Let me add Corey here, because I didn't add Corey, so we got to get Corey up. God, I closed it. Fuck me. Rife with errors. That's okay though. We get him back. We have who's back? Who's with us now? Okay. We're all back. Great.
Oh, good.
Great. Awesome. Hey, Corey, find us a timestamp. Oh, wait, no. We're going to have to go to the next one.
I can't hear you. I heard you say Corey and then it stopped.
Corey, can you hear me?
Now
Hello.
I can.
Okay. So we just watched Osamu Kawahara get his ass kicked. Let me tell you what happened to Osamu. After this, Osamu, well, he's not done punishing himself. He would fight once more at Deep Third Impact against Mexican luchador El Canak. That fight would happen in December of 2001, and no, Osamu would not win it. His MMA record would end at 0-4. As for Kengo, he would only win a handful more times and fought up until 2007. His record would end at 8-13, 3, and 1 no contest. He was most active in 2001 to 2002, and his most notable bout after his appearance here would be a fight against a young Lyoto Machida at New Japan Pro Wrestling Ultimate Crush 1 in May of 2003. All right, we're going to skip to another time code here because we're going to skip 2 things here, and I'll show you what we're going to skip. Gentlemen, you know the time code is 1:33, 1 hour and 33 minutes. Get as close to that as you can. Let me know. We're going to skip 2 things here, fight fans. We're going to skip this martial arts exhibition, which is pretty much these guys showing you some type of martial arts.
I got 133 of 5.
Great. We'll get to 133. This is pretty much it. Who fucking cares, right? So we're going to skip that, and then the fight after that, we're going to skip. I don't even have who those guys are because it wasn't listed. The fight after that we're going to skip is going to be Jorge Macaco Patino, who's actually kind of a badass, but skipping it. So let's get to 133. That fight goes to a draw, fight fans, so you don't have to worry about what really happens in that fight.
So, a lot of draws.
Yeah, a lot of draws.
Not really, but more than I'm used to.
I don't know why they did not have judges. Oh, why didn't they have judges?
Well, there's an argument against it, like, because their call is going to be arbitrary anyway. There's been some bad judges, but generally speaking, it's a way better idea to have a decisive outcome.
Yes.
My thoughts on that with Deep is they say that there would be no judges, so there wouldn't be any sort of argument over who won. So it would either be a clean finish or no finish at all, and that would help the people that they bring in from outside, especially Gracie's. Whenever they fight, they always want draws to be draws.
All right. Our next fight, the fight that we are heading into, is going to be Katsuhisa Fuji, 28 from Japan. He's taking on Marcelo Tiger Alvez. No idea how old he is. He's from Japan, Brazil. If you boys are ready, I'm going to count down here to press play.
Yeah, I'm set.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. And Good Vibe, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what happened, but you totally messed it up.
Yeah, Good Vibe, you fucked everything.
You fucked everything.
I was at 05, so I just waited 5 seconds.
Okay.
I'm like a second off.
Right.
Yeah, you'll be close enough. Close enough. Fuji's record coming into this bout was 3-4-1. He started his pro fighting back at the Lumex Cup of '96, losing to Sakurai via decision. In 1999, he fought in the UFC Ultimate Japan 2 event, beating Masatatsu Yano via TKO, then losing to Kenichi Yamamoto via submission. As for Marcelo... that fucks up.
Oh, yeah. Yamamoto, he would fight in Pride and in Rings and Kingdom, so he was sort of a pretty legit dude at the time.
Yeah, so we'll see Yamamoto. Kenichi, I think I want to say it's Pride.
Different guys. So there's Kenichi Yamamoto and then there's Keiichiro Yamamoto. So Kenichi Yamamoto is not the one we're going to see today.
No, not right now. No. Yeah, we're so did Kenichi Yamamoto? He fought in Pride, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, he fought Kevin Randleman when Randleman did those skyscraper knees from like all the way up in north-south and then dropped both knees on his head. Yeah, those ones.
We'll get to see Kiichiro Yama Mia later, but he would never fight in Pride. He fought in Pancrase and Deep, plenty of Japanese MMA, but he would never fight in Pride, which is interesting. Anyway, Marcelo, his record coming into this fight is 5-1. He started fighting in September of '97 at Pentagon Combat. He won his first fight that night against Yalmir Freire via submission. He next fought and lost to Egan Inoue via DQ due to excessive fouling. That was at Super Brawl 12 in June 1999. In October, Joe Ghettoman Charles, he fought him at Rage in a Cage 2, winning via smother. You smothered Joe Ghettoman Charles? How the
I feel like Joe Ghettoman Charles belongs in the MMA job squad.
He does, yes, absolutely. But a step below, I think. He might be like...
so like Macias is the top of the job squad.
Yes, he's the leader. Yeah. Joe Ghettoman
and
Charles.
Farlands would be in there, but up the top as well. And then,
Who was that? Oh, he was like in Pride too. I think it was like a sumo wrestler. He like didn't win any fights and he got Kimura. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. Like I just whenever I think of the job squad,
Yuhi Sano is definitely in the job squad.
Yeah, I just think he's like my poster boy for the job squad.
He is one of my favorite fighters of all time, but he is one of the biggest lumps of shit of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's terrible. Great shoot stylist, terrible fighter.
Yes. So here comes, what's this guy's name? Katsuhisa Fuji. He's got pretty hair. It's lightly moosed.
Long tips.
Looks good. He should be on the magazine of like Tiger Beat, but whatever the Japanese version of Tiger Beat would be. Oh, and he's got
glorious golden trunks too.
He's got on sparkly shorts.
Oh,
good
yeah,
vibe.
Look at those.
He's got sparkly shorts. Where's the Good Vibe soundboard?
God, it matches his hair.
Yeah, it does. So I wonder if Marcelo's gonna fight in the gi here. This will be interesting.
Don't do that. It's dumb.
But he's.
They didn't know that back then.
He's kind of.
Okay. In the history of fighting in the gi, there is one guy that has helped in one occasion, and that was Hoist Gracie against Ken Shamrock. Otherwise, every other time it's been a hindrance.
He's kind of
a
fatty.
He up to like so many more attacks.
He's a little thick, and wow, look at that bronze, goldish, greenish gold color of his trunks.
Having a gi is just having something to pull on. There's nothing beneficial about it.
I think he's removing the gi. He might fight in the gi pants, though. He took the top
Still
off.
dumb.
Even then.
Oh, actually, yeah, true. So there's two occasions. There's that time Hidehiko Yoshida choked out Kiyoshi Tamura. Thank you, Hats11. You have corrected me. So 2 occasions where the Gi has been helpful.
I think Kiyoshi Tamura had a very bad go in Pride.
So do I, but I think he was sort of a bit busted after rings.
So he, Marcelo Tiger here has lost the gi pants as well.
Oh, good on him.
Yes.
He's got a cubic head.
He does.
Did the yet for you guys or no?
What was that?
Did they actually start fighting for you guys or no?
No.
Not yet.
What?
Okay, I'm ahead.
Oh, okay. What time code are you? Well, let's figure.
Wait, well, no, just tell me when they start going at each other in the
I'll
middle.
tell you at the bell.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll tell you when the
yeah.
bell rings. There you go.
All right, get set. Right, that's the bell.
All right.
Marcelo Tigre has a cube on top of his body instead of a head, and charging in there for a double leg.
You guys are a little bit ahead of me, but that's okay. We'll get it sorted out. We'll figure it out. It's not a huge deal, but we'll figure it out.
Ooh, big knee from fuck, I've forgotten his name.
I better move ahead a little bit here, guys. If don't touch anything yet, but I'm gonna move ahead a little bit here. Because you just called that knee before we even got this top. In fact, let's pause it so we can fix this.
All right, pausing.
Yeah, what time are you at?
Let's go to get as close. Corey, get close to 138.50, maybe 139.
All right. Yeah.
Where are you at?
Oh wait, 39 or? 50?
Yeah, 139.
Okay, hold on.
All right, I'm at 139.
You said 38, right?
139.
Just 139 00.
139 00.
Okay.
Hold on, let me read some chat here. Gotans. What did let's see what happened here. What the fuck did he say? His head is like Juggernaut from X-Men cartoon. Need a lightning bolt key. There's some great comments in here from everybody. His hair's blonde, so he's Super Saiyan. Yes. I'm at 139 too. Good vibe. You don't even have the video file. So what the fuck are you at?
You
139? You fuck.
We love you, good vibe.
Yeah, we love you, good vibe. Wish you were here. But you're at work. How could you have expected to join the stream when you got loud music at a fucking bar playing? How is that gonna work?
You sit up, Corey?
I think so.
You're at 139.
I can't actually see what timestamp I'm at. I'm kind of winging it here. But yeah,
Okay,
I think I'm there.
You should see a sprawl there. So you should
yeah,
see...
well,
Okay.
You should see the guy on his knees.
Yep.
You just shot in, right?
Yeah, he's on his knees.
Yep.
The guy in the gold-colored trunks, his ass is obscuring the guy's head.
Yep.
We ready to go?
I'm set.
Shit.
Why did you have a timestamp? What are you watching this through, Corey?
Yeah.
I whatever media player opened by default.
Oh, okay.
You should get VLC.
Yeah, VLC or Media Player Classic.
Here, I can do that real quick.
When did you tell me, Good Vibe, that you were at the bar? you told me somewhere, maybe, and I'm sure you did, but I did not see it. Is there a timestamp you can get to, Corey? How about that?
I was at like 138.47.
Are you still there?
What?
I can get there again.
Yes.
I just was gonna
Go to 138.47. We will all get to 138.47.
There we go. I'm there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Don't press play. I'm gonna get there. Hold on, guys.
I'm trying to open up another media player in the meantime.
Oh, don't worry. We'll just stick with it. However many times we have to start and restart this. I didn't want to have to, but there's no other way around it. So 138.47. I'm gonna be there in just a couple seconds here, boys. Unfortunately, I don't have like precise control over the bar either. Okay, 138.47. Woo! We ready to go?
All right.
Yep.
I'm set.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Press play.
Yeah, we rolling.
I called you good vibe. When did I call you? On my phone?
No, I think he called us and ruined everything.
No, he said after the first time you called me, I texted you.
Oh, North-South knee there.
Oh, I get what he's saying now. After the first time I tried to call him on the Hangout.
Yeah.
Oh, they're back on their feet.
They are not back on their feet.
What?
What timestamp are you at? Corey Good Vibe. Corey Good Vibe. Corey Goodman.
Was I at 139? God damn
I think
it.
you were 139.47 rather than 138.
No, maybe. But just keep going.
Based on the fact that they are still sprawled at 139.36.
Yes, yes. So why don't you, Corey, push pause for a little bit.
I'm at 139.22.
139.22. No, they're up at 139.56.
All right, I'm going to 139.22. Describe what you see, Corey.
They're on both on their knees. When I just went to 22 and 10.
Okay,
before
cool.
I just had something else.
All right,
There's some knees here from as the stream has devolved into figuring out how to get everybody synced up. This is awesome. I love it. What is this guy's name? Katsuhisa. That was just some pretty impressive knees there. Are we all fucked up now?
Yeah, I just paused for a while.
Alistair, are you still playing?
I'm playing. I'm at 139.45, but I can stop if you want.
No, keep going.
I paused it. Okay, Alistair's not in sync. We've got to be synced here. Oh,
okay.
This is
all right. Pick
lovely.
a time. We'll count in, and no one will touch anything ever again.
Okay, we're gonna go to. Can you guys get to 1:40:13?
1:40:13.
Yes.
All right.
1:40:13.
All right. Give us a second.
God damn it.
There's some really low. All right, I'm set.
Okay, Alistair's set. This is great. Rob
To describe
Hill,
what I'm
awesome.
seeing.
I see they're in a clinch heading towards the ropes.
Yeah, and I think I'm half a second ahead of you because Old Man's dropping for a takedown for a knee tap.
Okay, can you back it up a couple frames then?
I cannot back it up a couple of frames.
Okay, I will go.
Not even gonna try.
Okay, I will go ahead a couple frames here. Okay, I'm pretty close there. I might go a little bit ahead of you, so if you're a little bit behind, that's okay.
All right, Corey, how you doing there?
I'm okay. I'm getting a new media player.
Okay, so why don't we pick you up on the next fight?
I was gonna say you guys I'll just tell you when I have it open. You tell me the timestamp.
All right, so we'll pick you up on the next fight. Alistair, you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play.
Yep, we're going.
All right.
Oh, so nice counter to that takedown there.
I wonder what the decision is for these guys to wear shoes or not. What was his thinking behind the shoes? Was he thinking he was going to have to wrestle?
I think Fuji's a wrestler. So he wants that added grip when he's shooting in.
I'm still wondering how Marcelo smothered Joe Ghettoman Charles.
I'm an idiot. What timestamp are you at right now?
No, wait, we're waiting until the next fight.
Don't pause it.
All right.
No. Tell me where it is.
If you go to 142, we can count you in.
Yes, we'll count you in at 142.
All right, so you've got about a minute, and then we'll count you in.
And yes, thank you, Good Vibe, for pointing out that we are. This is. If it was just me, we wouldn't be having this. But I decided, obviously, to get other people involved. So there's a little figuring this shit out, and we'll get it straight.
This is my fault. It turns out maximizing the screen makes everything just work.
Easier. Nice takedown attempt. Oh, rope grabbing shit heel is out.
Well, Marcelo, did I say he got disqualified for excessive fouling against Igen Inoue? So yes, he is a cheating fuck.
Yeah.
I like the eyes.
Using open fingers on the eyes.
Good, Corey, we're coming in 15 seconds now from 142.
Just tell me when it hits 42.
All right. You got 10. You got 5. 4,
four,
3, 2, 1,
1,
go.
go!
Yep.
Oh, they start fighting at that time too.
Perfect. The referee started it right then.
So in Marcelo Tigre's guard, actually I don't remember anything about Marcelo Tigre fighting, so I don't know if
Softly
he's with like a
stroking
hanger
his
or
hair a
something.
little bit.
But yeah, he's ruffling.
Who's ruffling? Who's wrestling?
Marcelo
There, yeah,
Tigre
work from the bottom. I like to see that.
Well, Marcelo here, he's doing some pretty good work. Oh, and there's Asashi.
Yeah, Noboru Asahi, the shooter monster.
I
Who
know why
had
he
a,
was just letting that happen.
he had a very tough loss against
Ooh.
Gracie, who we'll see later.
Kazuhisa Fuji doing a good job here. He's
There's some nice
Good
knees
effort.
there.
hard knees too.
Good effort.
And good sprawls as well, so wearing those shoes apparently working out for him, although he just sort of gave up this takedown. Got
Yeah.
too lazy with the sprawl, didn't break the grips before he got
He
back.
did exert a lot of energy into it.
You know who I would love to
He
have
might be
the
a little
inside of
tired.
right now, for just because he loves it, loves fighting so much, especially ground fighting, is the Good Vibe. Oh, I wish the Good Vibe was here to give his 2 cents.
Fuji
Go
needs
for
to
a
back out.
triangle?
Ooh, saved by the bell there, yeah. Because he was going to get caught in that triangle.
I guess.
His hair is still glorious, though. He must have put in
Oh,
a
it's
lot
even
of
better.
moves.
He went Super Saiyan. Look at
Yeah.
that. Oh, that is magnificent.
He does have a great head of hair on. We've got a
Handsome dude.
duo of ring girls.
But as usual, we don't see anything of them.
No. But they
Just a
have,
vague shape.
yes. They could have been women. They could have been lady boys from Thailand. We will never know. So, if who's ever watching out there, if anybody is interested in winning a poster, you get to, and let me show you the awesome hustle poster that you could be able to win. I assume I have it here, video file of that. Oh, I do. It's I've got a bit.
Everyone just had a dad bod back then.
Ooh.
Everyone except for anybody who went anywhere near Ken Shamrock.
You see this
If they
awesome?
went close to Ken
Oh,
Shamrock,
well,
they
yeah, well,
immediately picked
Ooh,
up
yeah,
the
but
I got
I mean,
multiples
he
on
was
camera.
filled with so much growth hormone and anabolic steroids. It was
That
ridiculous.
awesome hustle poster you could win. With a $3 tip, you'll get entered into the wheel of super fun prizes. I think that's what I called the wheel. Marcelo, I feel like I've seen.
Tigre looks a little tired here.
I feel like I've seen him fight before. Did he fight? I didn't write it down. Did he fight at a UWF event or UVF event or something like that? His
I
fat
think
body.
so. His name is familiar, but yeah. Oh,
Oh,
hard kick from Fuji.
I feel like I've seen his slightly portly body somewhere before.
There were quite a few portly bodies back in the day. But as to the Ken Shamrock diet, if you were lucky enough to buy the Pancreas Hybrid series on VHS, there was Hybrid Theory, Hybrid Sparring, and Hybrid Body, which was all about the Ken Shamrock diet and how everybody got super ripped after Ken came.
Mm.
There's a lot of chicken and broccoli.
So you
Oh,
got
yeah.
that if you
I
bought
believe that.
a Pancreas video?
Okay. I might actually have that lying around. I'll see if I can find it. But there's sort of an instructional series, and then there's just one which is just those guys sparring, and then there's just one which is just basically Masakatsu Funaki working out extremely sweatily, and then Takafumi Ito preparing meals, and that's the whole like 90-minute video.
Jonathan was wrong. Brings up a good something that clicked in my brain. Did this Ken Shamrock diet, does it come with a vial of clear liquid to be injected into your ass?
I do not know.
See, like everyone finds ground fighting boring. I love it. Like these guys are actually doing work. Like I love seeing that.
There is bad rope control here by the ref. This should have been moved already because they are
stop it,
all...
don't move. Stop, don't move. Because Fuji's all caught up in it, but he's about to get beat up by Tigre.
Yes. He's got mount here, but see, the ropes are inhibiting his punches. It should not be here.
Well, they're also inhibiting Fuji's block. Oh, he's snuck in his short choke as
He's gonna go. He's tapping out. There you go.
And doesn't want to let go either.
Marcelo.
Rob Hill, if you want to win the poster, simply post a $3 tip to the most dangerous man alive today.
Super
and he
chat?
will throw you in on the wheel of super fun prizes.
$3 tip on our Streamlabs, which should be a link in the description of the video, or a $3 super chat. We've got 10 spots. 2 spots have already been taken on the wheel of fun prizes. Your money, your tipping here, goes to pay for the poster and to pay for shipping. And whatever's left over will be split amongst our awesome group of commentators that you're listening to tonight. So a little bit of your money, I guess you could say.
Probably will buy me a beer. One
a
solitary
beer.
beer.
Yes. A beer.
But you know what? A beer is better than no beer.
Yes. So hopefully, eventually, we'll get more people interested. Instead of just straight up giving a donation, giving us money for sitting on our asses talking to you over the internet, there's incentives. You can win an awesome poster. So yes, if you want that one of a kind hustle poster, which cannot be gotten anywhere else, only from here. Throw a $3 tip, or if you want multiple spots, throw a $6 tip. We'll give you multiple spots. And if you want a super chat, if you have a comment that you want everybody to see and to be highlighted, send a super chat and I will read your comment. Speaking of which, the super chat that we had last time, how do I get over the super chats here?
The audio here might get us copyright taken down, so let's just do an a cappella version of Eye of the Tiger.
Tiger! Yeah, so they might stop the stream. I hope they don't stop the stream. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. This is hopefully, I hope this blocks it. We just need to talk loud enough. I am the tiger. Da, 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 da. Turn the fucking song off already. Stop. I don't want them to.
Kuwata Band. Which is a great song.
Yes,
but every time it pops up, it gets blocked in Japan, which is where
that is weird. So hopefully, as soon as the song quiets down here, I don't think they'll block. They'll stop the stream, but they will monetize it as soon as the video is finished encoding here. Oh my God, it's still going on. Stop the fucking song, for Christ's sake.
Who's the guy to the right there? That looks like Jimmy Smith or Keith Jardine.
I'm actually still looking for the super chat here. How do I see the super chat? Because yes, I'm gonna read Simon. He made a $6.46 tip on the super chat. He said, in sterling, but hopefully this gets to $3. Love your content. Keep it up.
Pound sterling. Shit.
Keep it up. Oh my God, the song is still fucking playing. Just stop playing the fucking song. Just stop playing the fucking song. I don't know why they keep playing it. Hopefully we've talked enough. Oh my God. Yes, applause and the fucking song.
Where do people donate if they would, or like, yeah, where do people donate or throw a tip?
So they can make a super chat right there. I think I have super chat enabled.
Yeah, there's a little dollar sign next to
is there any way to do so besides that? Or
there is a place, and I will post it in the chat if you want to make a tip to enter in the Wheel of Fun prizes. $3 tip will get you. It's right there. Streamlabs.com/Pride Resurrection.
Perfect.
So
and we've got our walkouts. So more chances for the video to be monetized by other people.
Oh yes. Our next fight here sees Paulo Filho, 22, from Brazil, taking on Kiichiro Yama Mia, 28. He's from Japan. Paulo
Filho is a weird one. He is really good, but then he just went completely mad.
Well, I talk about this. He did really good, and then he just sort of regulated himself to like the minor leagues of MMA. I don't know what happened to him.
Word is there was a lot of cocaine used.
Oh, okay.
Talking to, this is from Chael Sonnen. When he fought Paulo Filho at WEC, and Paulo missed weight. And so it wasn't for a title, so Paulo actually, after he lost to Chael, sent him the belt because he was like, you actually won this. I can't have it anymore. But according to Chael, Paulo was on the nose candy at that time.
So Paulo...
I believe some things. Chael's got like a 50% hit rate.
No, I mean with this specifically. I don't believe him in general. Half the shit he says is just.
Well, I think if he's talking about like bullshit involving himself, you don't believe it. But some of his stories about fighters, I think you can believe. Especially about John Jones hiding under the ring. I think that's.
I believe that there's a certain tone he has when like he's like kind of being facetious, but he does it a lot.
Let me tell you about our fighters here. Paulo, his record coming into this bout was 1-0. He had started fighting professionally a few months earlier in July 2000. He fought at Heroes 1 in Brazil, and he beat Luis Claudio das Torres via submission to punches. Yama Mia, his record was 23-13-5. Yama Mia started fighting under Pancrase at the Neo Blood tournament of '96 in July of that year. He won his first bout against Satoshi Hasegawa, but was knocked out of the tournament by Yuki Kondo. Yama Mia would lose his next 4 bouts before firing off 3 straight wins. He would then mix in wins and losses until he would break out again with 5 straight wins before going back to trading wins, losses, and draws. Yama Mia had a lot of fights during his time. From mid-96 until the end of '97, he had 21 fights. Wow, he had more fights than there were months during that stretch. He beat both Gasaway brothers, even beat Minoru Suzuki during that time. But his most impressive victory, bar none, was against his toughest opponent, Aoki Sano. That was at Pancrase Breakthrough 3 in March '99.
Fuck, I can't wait to see that one. When Keiichiro Yama Mia was in the '96 Neo Blood tournament, he was literally knocked out by Yuki Kondo, and then they made him fight for the third spell. So he'd recently been concussed, and then he immediately gets dropped again by Osamu Shibuya. The poor bastard.
Yes. Yeah, a tough schedule in Pancrase. I know he had fought in, I think they had tournaments also at the anniversary shows.
Some of them?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other tournaments, because I know there were a few.
There was a Neo Blood, but he fought in both the Neo Blood '96 and '97, I believe. And wow, 21 fights over what amounts to
like 12 months. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane.
There were some killers in Pancrase.
Oh, yes.
He doesn't get enough credit for what it was.
No, Yama Mia was more of a middling dojo boy.
Yeah, he was Yoshiki Tashihaki's like whipping boy, and Paul Lazenby tells the story. Takahashi bought a BB gun and it was literally just chasing Yama Mia around the Pancrase dojo, just shooting BBs at him all the time.
Hats 11 has a very on the mark comment here. He says little Arona for Philo. Yes, he does look like a little Arona. Ricardo Arona.
I think they're trained together too. They're both Brazilian top team guys, aren't they?
They might be. I didn't have that written down. But what's interesting, you bring up Brazilian Top Team, we'll get to see one of the co-founders of Brazilian Top Team in his only MMA match a little bit later. Looking forward to that.
In Kei Yama Mia's corner, there is Yuki Kondo and Satoru Kitaoka, the crazy catch koala. And in Philo's corner, I saw Murilo Bustamante, but I don't know who the other guy is.
He, since the co-founder of Brazilian Top Team is fighting tonight, I'd assume that he is a Brazilian Top Team guy. Maybe he tagged along or what.
Oh, look at that shot. Paulo Filho had a really good wrestling.
Yes, I like Yama Mia's partly tiger striped trunks here.
That was a dress selection. That was beautiful.
Yeah. But we're in stuck on a single. Yama Mia hasn't learned the true counter to the Paulo Filho takedown, which is the Gotch-style pile driver. Against Punk Minua hit one of those against Paulo Filho. It is literally the coolest fucking thing to ever happen.
He also had an opportunity there with the thumb up the butt, which I think might have worked as well.
The oil check.
Yes.
With this head outside single, you can do a wrestling switch, but the ropes might get in the way of that. So we're just going to probably see them fighting in the single and Yama Mia trying for a front headlock.
All right, I'm looking back over the comments here and I see Splocky Doo. This poster thing all sounds like a scam. It's not a scam, my friend. You
It's a
legitimately
giant
win.
scam.
It's a massive scam for the $9 that you'll get out of it.
Somebody, I sent the poster when I just did a straight watch the stream. I'll roll a dice. You get your number. The highest number wins. I sent the posters out.
They told me they never got it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, the one guy who won, I think he might have went to jail. His poster was returned to me.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that just cut out when you were explaining that. It's a little fishy.
So I don't know what happened to him, but the poster got returned to me, and I said, "What the fuck? I spent like $13 to ship this to you, and you didn't even get it." But I think he might have been put in jail.
No.
Good finish to that takedown from Paolo,
Tip
but
him,
he's in
tip him a
Yama
lot.
Mia's
You'll win
guard.
a nice post. You guys don't sign it, dude.
Fuck no, that'd absolutely destroy the value of the
That's
poster.
why I was
No,
making
yes.
sure. You
No,
guys
we
can
will not
poster.
sign it. No, there
It's a
will not be any
collector's
signature.
item. Give him the money, guys.
Easy, the game hunter has arrived. Hey, Eli. It is a pyramid scheme, but the money all goes into producing the poster for you. The little left over goes to
Paolo Filio getting some hard
Fine
shots in
of
here. Stacking Yama Mia in guard. And Yama Mia not doing the right thing. If you've got like a guy standing up in guard, unless you can break his posture, you shouldn't keep your guard locked. You should switch to
No, you should open it up and push
or a
away.
butterfly guard, yeah. And so Paolo Filio hitting the rape choke to punch here.
Interesting, both guys are wearing shoes.
Well, Yama Mia, definitely a wrestler. Like, you can see him in his Pancras days. Really lovely wrestling shots. And Paolo Filio
Is
loves his
getting
double leg.
worked right now.
He's getting fucked up.
No.
Like, he's slipping some of these, but the other ones are just hitting
It's
super clean.
over some, but then
Oh,
he's
dear.
dropped in the face. Like, that's not.
That's not good. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't switched out to a leg lock yet, being a Pancras guy.
Yes, he's controlling the right, the left hand, but that's not the hand that's hurting him right now.
And you toast him up. Like, he's just using that to, like, just keep him there.
Yeah, domestic violence, choke with one hand and damage with the other.
Yep.
And Yama Mia does not look comfortable on the bottom of this.
His face and cheeks look real fucking red.
Yama Mia did struggle outside the Pancras rule set. Like, inside it, he was very good. But outside of it, with added ground and pound, he really had trouble. Lovely pass from Filo. That was really good.
So I guess when you eventually get there, when Pancras takes away the Pancras rule, so to speak, and just becomes a normal run-of-the-mill MMA organization, Yama Mia,
Is he going for an arm triangle here? No, he's not going to pass, is he? Is he going to get it?
he almost had mount there.
Yeah.
So when Pancras went over to the regular run-of-the-mill MMA rules, Yama Mia suffered.
He did a bit. Yeah, he did win that light heavyweight championship, but I don't think he held onto it for particularly long.
Philo has entered mount here, and he is raining
Fucking
punishment.
the poor boy up.
We're down to 1 minute. Is Yama Mia going to survive, though?
And yes, Eli Easy, I too wish that Pancras stuck with the old rules, because it was the coolest rule set ever.
And,
He's made it to the... Yeah.
and you mentioned here, Alistair, that it would be awesome if Pancras once a year do an anniversary show where they do just the
was that
old
the round
style
or the-
Pancras rules.
That was the round, not the fight.
Oh, I thought he called it. Okay, awesome. That was a short minute.
If Pancras today could do one time a year with the old style rules, that would be, I think, a great show.
I reckon it'd be good too, but I'm holding hopes of another avenue of entry into this sort of eventual rebirth of the Pancras rules. In that Eddie Bravo's combat jiu-jitsu now has palm strikes in it, and they love leg locks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that one day Eddie puts them all in a ring and then says, "Oh, you can kick, but you have to wear
The
shin
pads.
pads," and then we'll just have old Pancras again. It'll be
Yes.
perfect. But I don't know. Eddie's either too high or too paranoid to truly see the potential of what he's got there.
Probably think the CIA's trying to get him to do it.
Exactly.
And I wonder if Eddie and Joe Rogan have kind of had a falling out.
I haven't seen those two together for a while. I can't really say anything about it, to be honest. I got no idea.
Joe Rogan has burnt his bridge with Alex Jones. Alex Jones and Joe Rogan are having beef now.
Oh,
They'll
God.
be fine in a month or two. The whole thing's ridiculous.
Lovely double leg there from Philo. Like, his wrestling was really good. But now Yama Mia is just going to get stuck here getting domestic violence punched again.
Yes. Yeah, and
Okay, so Diego 98, that Masakatsu. Oh, fuck, he's dead.
Yeah, that's out.
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Yeah. Funaki's last MMA match versus Volkan, that was a work, I think.
Yes, I've been trying to find that fight, and don't get me started
there's
on
no
that fight.
video of it anywhere.
No, there's a guy on Twitter that was showing video of it, and he was sort of tooting his own horn at saying, "Look what I have." And I messaged him. I said, "Hey, upload that to a Google Drive," and that motherfucker never responded. I'm like, "Okay, you're just showing off that you have this video. Just share it, motherfucker." He didn't. Anyway, what would happen with our two awesome fighters here? After this, Yama Mia would have 48 more fights, leading up
He's a
to
madman. Fuck.
leading up to 2015. He would go 22, 21, and 5 over that time with a very up and down career. He would sadly end his career with 6 straight losses, assuming he has ended his career. You never know. We will never get to see Yama Mia in Pride. He would stay in Pancrase and throw in the occasional Deep and some other Japanese MMA organizations.
He did fight on the UFC once against Eugene Jackson.
I had never seen that fight.
Keep going.
As for Fioho, we'll see him at Pride 22 and then a ton of Pride Bushidos. And he had a great start to his MMA career. The latter portion of his career saw him fighting in what amounts to the minor leagues. But as of 2014, his MMA record stands at 23, 4, and 3. And
Yeah, Paulo Filho also, like, devolved his MMA tattoos. He did have some, like, bad MMA tattoos, but his current ones are just shit.
we have a special guest, the most dangerous kid alive today, has joined. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, he's saying hi.
Is this Thomas?
Yes,
It's the
Thomas.
most dangerous
Say
thing in the
hi,
world.
everybody. Say it's Thomas. Say you like cars.
Is this the one who's worked out how to open doors?
Yes, he does know how to open doors, and he just came in
The
because
one
he
that
figured out
brought
how to
down the
open
stream
doors.
last time.
Say bye-bye.
Last time he came in and the stream just got
You
me.
want to stay with Daddy? You can stay with Daddy for a little bit. Yes, Bobo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gribble Dribble,
Which
chin to
one?
the eye submissions. I know of
Hey guys, cover for me. I'll be right back.
five chin to the eye submissions. So there's 2 by Chris Hazeman, 2 by Mikhail Ilukin, and 1 by what's his name, Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine. But that's all the ones that I can remember off the top of my head. So
You ever see
there
that
go.
documentary? The one
this-
about Mark Kerr?
Yeah, that is.
That's good. I like that.
If ever anybody wants to become a fighter, you need to sit him down and you need to make him watch Choke, and you need to make him watch the Smashing Machine, so you can go one way or the other. You've got to work out which way it is. 'Cause, yeah, the Smashing Machine seriously made me rethink what I was doing, but then I sort of committed to it anyway.
It's so well made. Like you have to take those things into consideration. You really do. But it's so well made.
Yeah, it's a really nice thing. Jonathan was wrong. I was unaware you fought in Pancras. Holy shit. So, yeah, current Pancras is it's a good sort of feeder organization, but it's not the top tier that it used to be. And who do we have here? I should probably pull up the fight card if I'm going to take over the central thing.
Oh yeah, I have no information.
I think this is Ricardo, yeah, Ricardo Laborio. So this is the co-founder of yeah, so he's the co-founder of Brazilian top team, Ricardo Laborio, very famous Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, not massively well known in MMA.
All right, guys.
He's taking on the best fucking fighter in the whole fucking world, Ikehisa the Punk Minowa, who is so damn good and just a great human being.
Yes.
10 out of 10 fighter, and you should just chase down every fight of his you can see.
Ikehisa, who is 4 days shy of his 25th birthday here. He had a record of 17, 12, and 6. He started off at the Lumex Cup of 96, losing to Yuzo Tateishi via decision. Then in July of 97, he debuted for Pancrase at the Pancrase Neo Blood Tournament of 97. He beat Hagar Chin, most feared man of Pancrase, before being taken out of the tournament by Satoshi Hasegawa. A long winless streak was suffered by Minowa after that. 7 straight fights without a win. He went 0-6-1. The win started to come for Minowa in late 98 into early 99, where he won 5 straight, and my son is trying to pull me away. And from 1998 until the end of 2000, he would go 16, 6, and 5. So a big turnaround for Minowa. And there he goes. The most dangerous kid alive today has exited the building.
Ikehisa Minowa is so good.
What do I have about his opponent here? His opponent, he's taking on Ricardo Laboria, 33 from Brazil, and what is Ricardo's only professional MMA bout. He's the co-founder of American Top Team and Brazilian Top Team. In fact, the story surrounding his founding of American Top Team is kind of interesting. There was an investor who wanted to start like an elite MMA club in America. He met up with Ricardo and paid him some money, and they founded American Top Team. So this one has special rules.
These special rules.
Maybe it doesn't have special rules, and maybe this is not Ricardo.
Jesus Christ, Laborio looks fucking juiced to the gills. Like, he's a big man.
Oh, it is Ricardo. And you know
pretty
what?
Intimidating on the walkout.
Actually, I think there's special rules for this, and the special rules are there's no striking on the feet. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, though.
What? Okay.
I don't know why they're wearing MMA gloves then, but we'll see. We'll see if that's true. I read that there is no striking on the feet, and it was just going to be a grappling match.
I'm not 100% sure on that. Mind you, I haven't seen this one.
Placing on the ground, so that I'm assuming that wouldn't be allowed either.
He is jacked as fuck. Holy shit. Somebody needs to piss test this guy. He might have...
I think it'd melt through the cup.
Yes. He might have more horse serum in him than human blood.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there is striking. Well, I thought this was a no strike.
Nice shot from Laborio turning the corner, but Minowa, good wrestler. He seemed to really pick up a lot from Minoru Suzuki, learning that his wrestling was sort of a key to winning his fights.
Those ropes really help too.
Yeah. Oh, my next MMA fight's going to be in a ring, so that'll be fun.
Oh, nice. When is that?
I was going to say, people really underestimate how much they like really make a difference.
Yeah. Nice ankle pick from Laborio there. That's very nice. My next fight will be March 9th on Urban Fight Night. I believe it's 17.
Where can you get tickets for that event?
From ticketbo.com.au/Urban Fight Night, or look at Urban Fight Night on Facebook. Not 100% sure. Yeah.
What I'll do is when this video gets archived, I will put a link in the description if anybody wants to. And they're in Australia. Maybe they're going to be on vacation, on holiday in Australia.
Why not? Someone watching it might be in Australia in like 10 years. Want to see that? Why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Ricardo here is fucking jacked for a trainer and not an actual MMA fighter, being that this is his only MMA bout. He had won some Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournaments.
A lot of jiu-jitsu guys also got on the Ken Shamrock diet.
Yes.
I actually knew Ken Shamrock from wrestling before I knew him from MMA and all this. Oddly enough.
one of those rare people that knew him, what, from his, are you talking about from his WWE days first, or even before that?
Well, I mean, mostly just his WWE days, but like in general, I just knew of him as a wrestler,
Yes.
and then I learned later as I grew up of his MMA career.
I think the WWE misused him. They could have had him doing like what Shayna Baszler is doing now, where she'll wrestle people who wrestle in like the WWE style, but she shoots styles on them, which looks really cool. It's an interesting match dynamic.
They could have done that with a few people like Dan Severn.
Yes.
He could have been.
Whereas they just had them just
well there.
wrestling in the WWE style. Which
Dan
is
Severn could have been a monster in the WWF. They fucked him up.
Agreed.
What was Ken's like original wrestler name? Is like Marco Valentino or something. It sounds like an absolute porn star name. It's fucked.
I had that written down somewhere.
Yeah, there was Wayne Shamrock when he was in Japan, but
he had some other name.
Yeah.
In fact, speak amongst yourselves. I'm gonna look up this because it's something.
Good escape from Big Isaminawa, but Laborio's going for this nice armbar from the back. Sorry, Corey, I keep talking over you.
No, you're good. What you're saying is going to contribute a lot more to your life. So.
Yeah. So Laborio was trying for a judo-style armbar there, out the back, and putting his shin on the back of Minowa Man's head to finish the takedown. But Minowa's back down. Oh, tried to backstep into a knee bar there. Very cool. Laborio in on this single leg. But again, the wrestling and the sprawl from Minowa Man.
Vince Torelli is the name of Ken Shamrock before he was Wayne Shamrock in wrestling.
Yeah, so Vince Torelli was his wrestling name. And yes, he was a stripper. Him along with Vernon Tiger White to make ends meet.
No comment on that.
I mean, Buff Bagwell's a gigolo now, so I mean, at least he's not doing that.
Well, Ken Shamrock has gotten back into wrestling. He's doing some independent shows. I see him promoting it on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm a lot happier with that than I was with Ken fighting, because I think he can do a lot more as a wrestler now than he can as a fighter.
Sure, but even I think I don't know. We'll see how long he lasts. I know he might be pining to try and get into the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't see it happening.
Yeah. His recent match with Tom Lawler was apparently pretty good.
Yes.
It's in like a deathmatch style rather than like a shoot style.
Yes, and I think Ariel Hawani asked him if he had any aspirations to go into WWE. This is Dirty Tom Lawler and Filthy Tom Lawler, and he said no, he did not.
Yeah, well, Tom Lawler likes what he's doing now because he's run his own show. He ran Bloodsport. Was that Matt Riddle who runs Bloodsport? Either way, Tom's really happy with what he's doing now because he gets to like decide what he does and he gets to fight occasionally as well because he got really fucked over by the by USADA in the UFC there. Yes, Minowa Man! Tried for the pile driver there, but he couldn't get the angle on it to finish.
Now, you look at the body of Ricardo, and does that look like an MMA coach? I am just so shocked by his... I expected kind of a schlubby... Yeah, I was expecting a schlubby guy who's kind of in shape, but for like a coach, but not fucking totally ripped. I mean, it's...
He looks like a Roman statue, like that you find in Athens, like in the halls of the greatest buildings.
Yes.
Diesel, jacked, pump dragon. What are some other ways to say big?
Yes.
Large boy.
Large boy, yes. He is the coach. That's amazing. Or I don't know if he still is the coach, but he was the coach of the American top team, Brazilian top.
I think he stayed at Brazilian top team. I'm not 100% sure though.
He looks a little like Boss Rutan in the face, a young Boss Rutan.
Angry Boss Rutan.
Yeah, a young, very angry Boss Rutan. He's got resting angry Rutan face.
I don't know. I think young Boss Rutan looks younger than him. Like young Boss Rutan looks.
And I think the video got fucked up here.
There's a little bit of pixelation, but I can still see what's going on. So
there we go. Takes him down.
Yeah. And this is where Liborio is going to go to work. Like, you can just tell from the shape of him, he's just going to sit in half guard and just go smoosh. You are flat now. You can do no things.
I think the video is trying to catch up to the audio here. Got a little out of sync, but we thank the Russians. The Russians provided this video. Thank you, Russians. The Russians.
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of advantage of the Russian.
The Russian master list. There's
what a lovely group of people together.
Secret Russian master list of all these mega.nz folders that have everything you could ever imagine in terms of MMA. The one thing they don't have, though, is the fucking Masakazu Funaki versus Volkan fight.
Yeah, Volkan. Also, the Real Hero Archive, when it fell apart, I missed out on a lot of shit that I wanted.
Oh yeah, same here. I think
and there is a new version, but I think it's a lot of newer stuff rather than the old stuff. So they're like all the old UWF I really want to see.
I kind of got into the Real Hero Archive just as it was dwindling down, or when they were announcing that was going to be closed. And so what I did is I went on there and I grabbed every Rings event they had because I figured I might be able to use that stuff in the future.
Fair enough.
But there's some stuff I kick myself in the ass for not grabbing that I should have.
I'm guessing there's no equivalent that's been made since.
There is a second Real Hero Archive, but it's a lot of newer events, a lot of Sendo girls and shit like that. Not so much shoot style, which was what I was there for.
And maybe for a future Legends Never Die live, the classic combat super show, we will watch the often referenced, I keep talking about it, bringing it up, the Riki Dozan Memorial Show from 2000, which I don't think it's that great of a show, but it's historically kind of interesting. It has most of the Japanese professional wrestling organizations have come together, and they're all in kind of a hodgepodge of wrestling matches.
Nice pass from Liborio here, but this is very methodical work. It's not super fun.
No, it's that slow constricting. He's gonna move fast. He's just gonna improve his position.
Well, he knows that if he gives Minoman any room, he'll cause some problems. Probably drop kick him or something fun like that. Although we're not in full Manila Man yet. Around late 2001, he just sort of evolves into this crazed man, just throwing out rolling thunders, drop kicks, and trying to pile drive everybody all the time. It's super great. And Manila Man still fighting today. Had his 102nd or 103rd match on a Pancras show not too long ago.
Yeah, I have it listed here. His last fight
was against Kondo, right? Oh no, it was that judo guy.
September 2017. I have it as his last fight. I could be wrong though. I assume he's finished, but you never know.
He was in the last quintet, but he got caught in a flying armbar. Beautiful flying armbar.
So I wonder if quintet is not as considered MMA.
True that, but you know, still going.
Ricardo.
Oh, Liborio's on his back.
Yeah, past the mount there, and then he Minowa gives up his back. There is no rope control here, unlike Pride. They let them fight out of the ropes. There's no.
They don't have a gaggled referee shoving them and their hands all over either.
Oh, there's a guy. He's
if you're like a sweaty man fetishist, that is a good job for you to get. As
I was gonna say, I much prefer the net.
You like the net? I'm not a big fan of the net.
Well, no, I prefer the net over a bunch like a team of guys ready to touch my ass.
You take it where you can get it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think whatever floats your boat.
I think VFC has the best actual like ring setup. It's a square cage, so it's got corners, so it forces action.
So it's like a death match, a pro wrestling death match in a steel cage.
Kinda, but it's padded and shit.
It's made of something better than chicken wire.
Yeah.
What's interesting in the Pride that we've the next Pride Resurrection, Pride 21. they've added a 5th rope to the very bottom. So they had the 4 ropes before, but then they add a 5th, very, very low rope to help with, I guess, exchanges that happen in the ropes.
That's trying to grab your buttocks.
Yes, to stop from the referees who like to get touchy-feely.
Well, no, it's to just aid them and help them get.
Oh yes, we'll say it's just to aid them and not to, you know, grab the butt cheeks of.
It's to position the butt cheeks better for them.
Actually, maybe the... Oh, look at this takedown attempt from Mikasa Minowa with a wrestling pass from Liborio. Very cool. I'm thinking that maybe the advent of soccer kicks has come with that 5th rope because it holds people's heads still to be punted.
Well, he's got plenty of time to work here from the back.
That was, I don't even know what that was. That was like a 50-50 kind of like into, not a scramble, but that was beautiful.
It came from a wrestling, it's either a switch or a pass. I'm not 100% on my folk style and freestyle wrestling terminology because I'm an Australian and we don't have it here.
I don't, that's why I have no clue what to call it. I'm not very familiar with wrestling.
So Joey DeClue, he brings up, what about the MMA league that had the ramped cage? That
the
was
fucking Yama pit.
Yeah, the Yama. I wanted to watch Yama pit fighting for a classic MMA revival. The show is like 3.5 hours long. I would get through an hour.
Get out. Yep.
Good escape from oh, into a leg lock. Go Minowa, man.
Oh.
The Yama.
Straight ankle lock race. Actually, I think that the best method for containing mixed martial arts action is Gun Ryujima's moat. Which is a moat filled with dry ice. And if you get thrown out of the ring, you get 3 ring outs in a match. And then you lose the match if you get thrown out 3 times. You should watch Gun Ryujima, it is great. Look at this shit. Axe kicks from ankle control from both guys. This is some cool shit.
Ooh, God, that looks vicious. Donkey kick right there.
But I don't think anyone's going to finish a hold here because they're both sort of crumpled up on each other and no one's able to get full hip control.
I could talk for a while about the Yama and the ramp. It's just so stupid.
Okay, the Yama pit. Okay, there was Bus Ruden's current karate combat thing, which is kind of subpar kickboxing, but it's pretty cool. And then there was Chuck Norris's WCL, World Combat League, where Ramon Deckers and what's his name? Wonderboy Thompson used to fight. And that had a sloped thing as well.
Yes. So Boss Ruden kind of got in some hot water over the bare knuckle fighting where the fighters got stiff.
Hey, Wonderboy Thompson?
Yeah, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson used to fight
I thought he did point fighting, karate fighting. I didn't know he did any other like actual MMA fighting before.
It wasn't MMA, it was like a modified kickboxing in a dumb ring. You should look up the World Combat League. I actually have a DVD of that somewhere.
Yeah,
and he fought Ramon Deckers. Our video just got, I think it finally caught up there with the audio, the video, with that last scrambled.
Yeah, good, like, sweeps and scrambles here from Ricardo Liborio. He's doing a good job, but, yeah, Minowa Man's shutting him down and attacking himself, which is good to see. But this is not a Colombian good fight.
No. It's a good fight though. It's had a lot of action despite it being on the ground a lot.
Yeah, I like these kind of fights. There's a lot of technical stuff going on. It's like, it's not just someone laying on top of someone else. It doesn't always seem like it. Like it's not very apparent all the time, but they're working.
He had
Ricardo Liborio didn't do what I do, which is when I'm choking on someone's chin. Just choke through the face. Just fuck up and flop their teeth.
Break the face.
Make them on very easy.
That was how I actually qualified to go to Russia, which never happened. I just choked straight through that guy's face. And
it works.
Good shit.
It works if you have enough leverage. It works.
You know, I follow.
Deep half sweep from Liborio, but he's discovering the dangers of deep half and getting punched in the face, although he has managed to finish and come out the back. He's in a leg lock fight now, which isn't very good.
The Brooklyn Badass. The Brooklyn Badass.
New York Badass.
The New York Badass. Yeah, he was in that. He was in that. The bare knuckle fighting. The one that Boss Rutan was involved in promoting, and he's bitching. He was bitching on Twitter about how he didn't get paid.
Yeah, apparently no one's gotten paid yet from that one.
I think from someone, not at all.
They were both sort of in a bit of a heel hook exchange, but neither of the hips were locked up, so no one's knee was going to explode.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Rob Hill. Phil Baroni, the New York Badass.
I more grip on the ankle.
Well, that one goes to a
I
draw.
don't know what's about it.
Look at Laborio with the pump. That's fucked. How does a human look like that?
Well, this would be Ricardo Laborio's one and only professional bout. He would never
Not
fight
a
again.
bad challenge. Not a bad challenge.
Pretty well, and no man's a legit guy, especially at this time. So.
As for Minowa, after this, he would have 77 more fights. Wow.
70 fucking 7.
Yes.
Is that from Sherdog or from Topology?
Sherdog.
One of them. Sherdog. Sherdog's missing about 6 or 7.
Okay. His record is, in total, over 100 fights in total. Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, he's like 60-something wins, 40-something losses, and like 12 or 14.
Yes, I have his record. I have Minowa's record after this, according to Sherdog. His record after this fight was 45-30-2, but apparently that's missing some fights. If you had a Japanese MMA promotion, you likely saw Minowa fight in your promotion. He fought in just about all of them, including Pride. We'll see him at Pride, Shockwave 2003, and then a bunch more Prides after that.
Yeah, Pride straight up tried to kill Minowa when they put him in. Because they had him against Vanderlei Silva, Rampage Jackson, and then somebody else ridiculous.
Didn't he fight Bob Sapp and tap him out?
Yes, he did. This was just after Bob discovered he didn't like getting hit.
Yes.
But it was only Bob Sapp's second ever
I
MMA
love
loss.
Bob
Still
Sapp.
somewhat dangerous at this time.
It's time for the main event, friends and loved ones, which sees my least favorite Gracie, Hoyler, taking on Takahiro Murahama. Hoyler was 35 for this bout, and his record coming into this was 3-1. He's from Brazil, duh. Takahiro was of unknown age. I assume it's very young. And at the time, his record was 1-0. Well, this is your typical Gracie bullshit matchup. An experienced Gracie going against a rookie. Who's going to win this one, you might wonder? Well, we will have to wait and find out. There might be bullshit Gracie rules for this. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it doesn't really matter because they all go to a draw at the end anyway.
Yes.
So there's no judges to worry about.
Hoyler officially began pro fighting in 1996 at the Universal Valley Tudo Fighting 2 event, where he beat Ivan Lee via submission. Then he fought Noboru Asahi. Asahi. I always want to say his name is Asahi. It's Asahi.
Because they're hungry for the beer.
At Valley Tudo, Japan, 1996, a rear naked choke victory. Then his toughest battle came at Pride 2, Naoki Sano. One of the worst MMA fights of all time.
What are we looking at here?
What the hell is this?
I'm loving his entourage here.
That is Takahiro. That is Takahiro. And it looks like he's coming out with, what is the No Way Jose or the Rosebuds?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It looks like the Rosebuds from or No Way Jose.
I thought he was coming out like someone who was about to
I like
the
the pop.
side story, you know what I mean?
He's got a nice jacket there. It's a nice pop collar.
It looks like he belongs in West Side Story, like one of the dancing gangs.
Continuing on with Hoyler. Hoyler won that fight against Naoki Sano, if you remember, via armbar in about the 30th minute. Then,
after all, we can forgive Yuhi Sano.
Yeah, we can. Yes, we can forgive Yuhi Sano for that terrible performance. We cannot forgive Hoyler Gracie. Then Hoyler lost to Sakuraba at Pride 8 in a contested victory. The ref stopped the fight as Sakuraba applied a Kimura, but Hoyler never tapped. As for Takahiro, he fought in a singular Rings event prior to this, Rings Battle Genesis Volume 6, in September of 2000, where Takahiro beat Gabe Lemley via Kimura. So here comes Hoyler Gracie.
Yeah, I find it weird about Hoyler whinging about that loss, but mind you, Hoyler whinges about every loss. His arm was going to come the fuck off. Gracie,
I was gonna say he did the same thing with the Eddie Bravo thing with the Metamorph 3 fight. Like in my mind, he lost that even though he didn't have. Like his knee was clearly done. Like.
Well, it could be like the Mia brothers. Apparently, they no longer have any ligaments in their knees or ankles. Like they can barely walk; they sort of hobble around, but they don't tap the leg locks anymore because there's
I wouldn't call that a win.
No. We see Hickson Gracie with hair in Hoyler's corner here.
Hickson was always a beast. Like even though a lot of his fights were garbage BS, like you can't deny his skill in jiu-jitsu. It's phenomenal.
I won't deny his skill in jiu-jitsu, but his choice of opponents and his filtering of opponents to make sure that he was fighting a subpar Japanese pro wrestler is kind of bullshit. Because imagine the great fights we could have had if Hickson fought, if he did fight, let's say, Boss Rutan. Boss Rutan called him out multiple times. He never.
I agree. He's a giant pussy. He's a giant baby, and he's a wimp. But he knows his jiu-jitsu.
Of course, and I won't take away his Brazilian jiu-jitsu acumen. He's definitely.
That's all I'm saying. He is. When it comes to that, he is. Even when it comes to Gracies, he's at the top.
Eli, the game hunter, is Hoyler the one that died? No, that was Hyen. There's probably been some more Gracie deaths, but none that are as famous as Hoyler.
That's Hyen, you mean?
Yeah, Hyen. Well, Hyen too.
What am I thinking here? Did Hyen get piss-soaked knifed as well? Was that just
Did Hyen what?
Did Hyen get stabbed with the piss-soaked knife as
well? No,
Or
he died. That was just Riki Dozan and somebody else. But anyway, Hyen, he died in his jail cell after, I guess, like a domestic violence episode. He was prescribed some type of mental medication by a physician, a prison physician, and when they checked on him in the morning, he was no longer breathing. So, questionable what happened with the medication, if there was too much. I love that round 1 call. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
That was
He was super into that.
So here we go, Hoyler looking
Look
very
at this Gracie
Hoyler.
boxing. He's actually like moving his shoulders and shit. What's going on here?
Yes.
He's not like stabbing with the front kick and poking his chin out. What's going on?
He is probably ultra confident here against this little Japanese guy they found, who looks shockingly similar to Naoki Sano.
Also, kind of like Satoru Kitaoka, that same
Yes.
shape. Or is it Kitaoka? I don't know how to pronounce that.
He looks like
that one too, about 3 feet away from the body.
He looks like a skinnier Naoki Sano.
And shorter. Good.
Oh wow, I like that.
Yeah. The moment Hoyler ducked into that takedown, it was just sprawled absolutely flat. Beautiful shit.
Takehiro's punching here leaves a lot to be desired.
The sprawls though, oh, love it.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, give credit where credit's due.
Hoyler going for the Damian Meyer approach of shooting a shitty takedown, pulling half guard and then going out on the back.
Well, he's giving up his back here. He had good position there, but Hoyler sneaked around.
Yeah, Hoyler had that underhook and just managed to scoot around. And so that's that sort of very basic jiu-jitsu that Gracie's do have. Very high, like laser sharpness. Kron, actually. Kron Gracie, soon to be fighting in the UFC against Alex Caceres.
Now, is he a son? Is he a son of Hickson?
Yeah, he's Hickson.
Yeah.
So that's pretty up there. And Kron beat Tatsuo Karajiri, which arguably puts him at like top 15 featherweights in the world. So that's pretty crazy.
He has so much potential, it's ridiculous.
Hopefully he inherited the good bits of his dad and not the shitty Gracie bits.
He seems more like a stand-up guy, but I mean, he still has his dad with him all the time, so he still has to deal with him.
He also doesn't appear to have vetted his opponents quite to the same level. Like he fought Hideo
No,
Tokoro
he
in
fights
second
real
fight,
competition. He fights the
and
best of the
Tokoro is
best.
legit dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say people discuss Hickson Gracie and say, well, you know, he's a legend. He's in the, you know, he's got to be discussed whenever you're talking about MMA legends. When you
I don't know. No, he has to be discussing talking about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legends, not MMA legends.
I know he had a perfect MMA record, but when you look at his opponents, it all starts to fall apart.
Also, getting dropped by Ricardo doesn't help.
Shitty Gracie
What
pits.
was that? Takada whacked him.
Gotan said.
Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. He fell over.
Shitty Gracie pits.
Yeah, looks a bit frustrated here. Peppering boy here to the back of the head.
Do you guys follow Bellator at all?
Yes.
Occasionally. We did watch the shit show that was the heavyweight tournament.
Yes.
Ryan Bader was always going to win.
Yeah, that was a sad ending to that tournament. I had my hopes pinned on Fedor, but wow. Ryan Bader.
Hey, I had mine on Chael, so.
What?
You're gonna have to explain that to me.
Exactly. That's what. See, I'm a Lions fan ever since they went 0-16. I wanted Chael to win the tournament. I was a fan of the Clippers when they were the worst team in basketball.
Okay. So you rooted for the underdog. I think if Chael could have got past Fedor, he might have gave Ryan Bader a better fight than Fedor.
It would have been a better fight than that, yeah.
My thoughts on this are, every time Chael stepped up to light heavyweight, he immediately remembered he was too small and went back down to middleweight. I have no idea how he'd go against Bader, who's a legit light heavyweight, and can do what Chael does better than Chael does. And can actually hit, unlike Chael.
I don't know, I think he might. I think either one can get a takedown, but after that, Bader wins.
Yeah.
But I think it would last longer than Fedor did, sadly.
Yeah.
Jonathan was wrong. You're missing everything. What do you mean you're missing everything? I'll wait for him to respond.
Hoyler really having trouble digging in this yoke here. Needs to just choke the face.
Yeah, he's got good position here. He hasn't really done much with it.
I don't know, that shot to the back of the head seems pretty nice.
Well, that's because Hoyler is the filthiest of the Gracies. Like, he will abuse a rule set.
At this time, weren't they all pretty much like that?
Not necessarily.
Well,
like, Hickson always fought clean.
Enzo was never really like that.
Hickson fought clean. Henzo had his, like, very solid code of honor that if you like betrayed, he would step on you after he beat you.
Oh and, yeah, but he didn't really pick and choose rule sets and for opponents really, and he wasn't that kind of.
He's thinking this choke in. Hoyler is
squeeze through the face.
Listen, I know Henzo is a great human being, but his fights in Pride all fucking suck.
The Sakuraba one was okay, and his one against Carlos Newton at Bushido 1 is really good.
Yeah, I guess I'll save judgment until I get to that one, but his fight save for save for the Dan Henderson fight where he fucking got knocked out.
I was always a fan of the Sakuraba fight, even though he lost that one.
Oh dear.
Hoyler almost had that choke. I don't know how Takahiro got out of that.
Takahiro is just constantly on the securing hand, and Hoyler doesn't have the muscle to finish a single-handed choke. So if you look here, Hoyler can get one arm around Takahiro's face, but then Takahiro immediately goes to that securing hand, stops him from locking it up. So here, he's put two hands on that one hand to lock in the choke and peeling it off. So it's a good way to survive, not a good way to, get out and improve position.
Right. He's very well studied here. I don't know if he had been working on the back mount and the rear naked choke, but he's very, very, doing a very good job.
I was going to say, it's not a bad strategy considering there aren't judges. So, I mean, you can only survive if the person is way better than you.
Marcelo Garcia's one MMA opponent, apparently all he ever did for his entire 8-week training camp was just have people on his back and just
I
defend
heard
him.
about that. Yeah.
And then he just knew that the moment he'd get up, he'd have to like go apeshit on Garcia and open like a massive cut on his head. People will complain about that and say, oh, they never got a doctor to check it. I've watched that fight. The cut is about 3 inches long and it's pouring.
Yeah, that was really jiu-jitsu guy, like on another level, but he does not belong in MMA.
Hoyler here is having a lot of trouble with this green pea. He's choking him now, though.
Oh, he's looked up palm to palm, but again, Hoyler, I don't think has the muscle to finish that hold.
That is unbelievable. He does have it under the chin, and Takahiro survived. Wow.
Tenacious little fuck.
Yeah, I think Takahiro is unreasonably strong, so every time he's just lat pulling down on either of Hoyler's arms.
If he worked this position in training and worked on the getting out of the rear naked choke, he should have worked also on escaping this position. Yes. Gotan says stand him up. If Quadros was commentating on this, he would have been calling the stand up, because I tell you, Quadros gets kind of annoying in Pride 21. He calls for a stand up as soon as they hit the ground. It's like the ref should stand him up. Quadros devolves, really. I've noticed that at Pride 21, really devolved as a commentator. I still love me. I still love me some Quadros, but he is devolved. I can understand why now they fired him.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why, but I think he just stopped caring about what he was doing, and so then they brought in Maro. Oh, nice switch to an armbar there. Very smooth from Hoyler, but the arms were already crossed, so the defense was solid, and the ropes are in the way.
They need to fix this for Deep Second Impact, is control of the ropes, because they are not giving a shit that these guys are fighting outside the ropes, through the ropes.
Yeah, I've got no idea. Okay, here's the problem. Hoyler can't finish this, because if he pushes his legs down, his feet are going to get caught on the ropes, so he can't finish the hole. And,
yes, and I don't know if was Hoyler being admonished at all for the hits to the back of the head during that, or are they just letting all that go?
I think they're letting it go. I mean, welcome to Japan, right?
Mike G says, Quadros on coke.
It's just MMA refs in general are really bad about policing hits to the back of the head. Like, you could allow 12 to 6 elbows if you actually got better at policing hits to the back of the head, because then you could use those ones from like a single leg, as long as they were hitting clean.
In transition, or like when someone's moving, like I get it, but I mean, when they're on their back like that,
stationary,
that's clearly, like, obviously to the back of the head. Like, there was no, they moved their head into it. Like, no, you were hitting them in the back of the head.
I'm pretty sure
the
ref
is a bit of a shit heel.
I think the ref in this fight
is the biggest shit heel.
This is a Pride ref in there too, so he knows punching to the back of the head. I don't think it's on the rule set though. This is Akira something or another. He's a Pride ref. He looks like J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh yeah, with the orange flat top.
Yeah.
At least back then. Did they really have like any set rules? I know they got better.
I don't know what Deep has for rules though. As clearly we see them fighting through the ropes.
I just mean in general, most promotions were kind of.
Oh well, I would say Pride around this time had.
Everyone as they progressed got better with the rules, but like most of them when they were founded were pretty much just whatever.
Yeah, it's still not as bad as Vele Tudo Japan 94, where there was just no policing of whatever the hell was going on in the
That would be at the topper of no.
Is that what Vele Tudo is though? I thought it was.
Yeah, but there were like specific rules.
There were rules. The ref just didn't enforce any of them.
Yeah.
I need to find that.
We've got the classic MMA revival if you want to see it on our channel.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna have to find that one.
Me and Alistair.
Oh, lovely strikes from Takahiro here. So he's seemed to have gotten his boxing range, and he's gotten inside the jab, which is all Hoyler has.
I don't know why it took YouTube 3 years to start giving me notifications for you guys, but they finally started doing it.
I'm glad they did.
And yes, Joey DeClue, Craig Pittman was indeed in Valley Judo Japan, but that was 95 rather than 94. Although 95 was just as bad for cheating. Because that was when Gerard Gordeau straight up blinded Yuki Nakai.
Oh God, that's brutal. I hate that event. Oh.
So I think there's there's special round times for this fight, 10 minutes instead of the 5 minutes we were seeing before.
Yeah, so this is Gracie Rules foolishness.
Yes.
Didn't he do another fight after that too? After the Gerard Gordeau fight too? Like,
yeah, so he beat Craig Pittman and then fought Hickson in the final.
Yeah, okay, yeah. What a fucking champ. God.
Yeah, and then never told anybody the fact that he was blind in his right eye because he didn't want Shudo and like MMA to get banned. It's fucked.
Yeah.
His big mistake was he didn't go to the fucking doctor immediately after.
He took one for the team.
Well, he could have at least tried to save his eye.
Yeah, he couldn't have just said, well, Gerard Gordeau's a terrible human being, so it's Gerard's fault, rather than... Lovely leg lock escape there by Takahiro. He seems to have, like, gained activity. All that time wearing Hoyler as a backpack has made him decide he wants...
And the crowd is firmly behind Takahiro. His boxing is looking pretty sharp right now.
I don't know, he did try to punch his hip bone at one point. I don't think that would be very effective.
The crowd is behind the fights here.
Oh, look at that. Lovely slip counter. That was really nice.
Finally, those kicks made someone get up. I hate when they just sit there and look at
and just have them crawl around on their ass.
Yeah.
I think maybe with the rule set, Hoyler might not want to be on the mat on his ass looking up at the guy.
Yeah,
I think their ass kicks and knees to the head on the ground.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice double leg from Hoyler there, though. Used an ankle pick off the sprawl when Takahiro tried to stand up. So that is something missing from a lot of guys' repertoires in modern-day Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It is a solid takedown game. A lot of guys are happy to just sort of flail around.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about some of the... I brought this up in our Valley Judo Japan 95 review. With him not going to see the doctor, and I brought that up like Riki Dozan, who was stabbed with a piss-covered knife by a Yakuza.
Yeah, just stayed out partying the whole night.
Just stayed out partying. He's like, nah.
He couldn't leave the nightclub. Like, come on, he's Riki Dozan.
He couldn't leave the nightclub. He just got stabbed. He has a wound in his back.
I'll just drink.
Yeah, it's like, just finish partying. Well, the knife was piss-covered. He got a terrible infection and died.
Sean Bean got stabbed at a pub once.
And he lived?
Yeah, he was out dating a girl and someone started hitting on him, so he like got into a verbal altercation, got stabbed, knocked the guy out, and then drank a pint waiting for the ambulance to arrive.
The one time Sean Bean did not die.
Exactly. Was in real life.
Yes. In every Sean Bean movie, he dies. Except I think he was still alive at the end of GoldenEye. Oh no, then the radar dish fell.
No, then he got dropped off and died, yeah.
Well no, he was still alive when he hit the ground in GoldenEye. But then the radar dish collapsed on top of him, the structure. He was still alive despite a 75-foot drop landing flat on his back.
Yeah.
We have a slowdown here, but there was some good action here in our second round.
Damage, get him.
Yeah,
he just needs to. Unfortunately, Hoyler's very good at ground control, so once he got Takahiro down, he sort of slowed down a bit. Which is a shame, because Takahiro was doing some cool shit.
Yes.
He's trying. He's trying his little heart out.
Emphasis on the word little.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at. Oh, look.
Because Hoyler's like 5'8", and
Yes.
Takahiro is shorter than him.
It's hard to make Hoyler Gracie look big, but Takahiro is making Hoyler Gracie look kind of
It
like a
doesn't help that
giant.
it has that like hunched over boxers, like real tight
Sure,
stance.
yeah.
Because what Yuji Sano's really short too, and he like towered over Hoyler.
Yes,
Still
Yuji.
going at it.
I remember that fight.
Keep swinging. Keep going.
Yeah, he needs to get some separation here. He needs to get his feet on the hips, push Hoyler away, scramble. But I think he's tired here. He's just looking to hold
Do
on.
anything but that.
Maybe he wants to hang out until the round ends.
He's
But
recharging.
Yeah, but I don't know what his game plan here is to stay under Hoyler. He's not thinking about a submission. I mean, unless he's worked on submissions, it doesn't look like he's trying to.
I think he's worried about catching his breath.
That could be
Or
it.
it could be he wants to prevent Hoyler from passing and taking his back again. So he's just like, I'm just going to lock up my guard and just hang out here for a fair bit.
Yes.
But yeah, that's his only. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. No, they're locked back up.
He should have game planned for this position.
He did. Rabbit punches.
Yeah, punches to the back of the head. How do you fucking like it?
He should have thrown in maybe a kick to the dick. Maybe.
Look how where it takes him up. That's how you know the rabbit punches are effective.
He should troll the Gracies here and do the upside down heel kicks.
Exactly, right on the tailbone.
Right.
Yeah, oh, was he just punching him in the air, like right in the ear a few seconds ago?
Might be trying to punch the air to move the air to.
No, I know his ear.
Oh, his ear. Yeah, he could be doing that. Too.
Yeah, like what a dick.
If you're on the bottom and guard, punching in the ear is really good. Like you can't get much
No,
power in it. You got to cause enough pain to make it move.
I'm talking about Hoyler on top, just like in his ear and shit.
Yeah, he might be.
He might be, because Hoyler's a dick too.
Yeah, it's Hoyler. That's why I didn't.
Oh, he's trying to go. There he is. He's trying to create some space.
Grab him, yeah. He's trying to squeeze the pus out for him, I guess. I love those rabbit punches. Keep going.
Yes, directly to the brainstem. Perfect.
Don't get me started on disgusting cauliflower ear. Jeremy Horn's cauliflower ear burst open in Pride 21. It's not.
Oh, yeah. 10 out of 10. Nothing's as bad as Sakuraba after.
No, that is of course going to top.
That's just gross.
It is. That is absolutely disgusting.
He needs to get some surgery for that shit.
I don't think he ever did until it happened and his ear fell off.
I think what happened was Ricardo Arona opened it and then they just went out the back and just scooped out all the gunk and sewed it back up again. It's like, well, we're in there now. We might as well clean the joint now.
Right.
God damn it, Hoyler.
Yes.
Stand up. Fight like a man.
Yeah. You would think, though, there's never a chance that that's going to happen. It doesn't matter if the whole audience is booing and throwing garbage in the ring. He will stay in guard.
Oh, yeah, Joey DeCluse brought up James the Colossus Thompson's ear exploding against Kimbo Slice. Also, Jessica I did it to Leslie Nielsen.
Yes, oh yeah, I seen. Oh, that was
Leslie
awesome.
Smith. Leslie Nielsen's the guy from Airplane.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Surely you can't be serious.
I more famously remember him from the Naked Gun series.
Oh, we're up! Oh, he's up! Yes! Butterfly sweep and then stands up.
Stand up, Hoyler. You bitch.
Fuck him up, Takahiro.
Get him, Takahiro.
Beat him.
No, yes.
Oh, hard strikes there. Good.
Oh, get him up. Get under his skin. Piss him off. Yes. Somebody's fucking showing these Gracies.
Oh, great kick from Hoyler there. Just completely no-sold by Takahiro. And he's landing some really nice shots here. Oh, just
cover for me, I'll be right back.
Hoyler Gracie out of the ring. Oh, and Ovik missed that takedown against taken down for the end of the match. But that was a good finish and a good second round.
Good effort.
So good shit from Takahiro Moriyama coming off his in his second ever MMA fight.
I think I found it. I think you gotta cheer for. And when I watch old events and pretend I'm watching current events.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad for that too. People are like, you gonna watch the UFC this weekend? I'm like, Where's the most dangerous man alive today gone? We need his outro here.
Oh, we are done, it looks like. Well, what would happen with our two fighters here as my son comes back in? After this, Royler would have 6 more fights, going 2-4 over that time, fighting all Japanese guys. His last fight came in 2011 after a 5-year layoff. He lost to Masakatsu Ueda at Amazon Fight Combat 1 in 2011. As for Takahiro...
Yeah, if you look at Royler's losses apart from that last one, Masakatsu Ueda currently fights in Pancas. Hideo Tokoro is super cool. Kid Yamamoto, may he rest in peace, and Genki Sudo. So he's lost to legit dudes.
All right, everybody. With that, we must call it quits. I would tell you about Takahiro. He fought up until 2005. He went 2-4 after this. Everybody, it's been fun, but my son wants me to go, so we're going to go. Thank you very much, Alistair, for joining. Corey, thanks for joining. It was fun.
Sorry I couldn't contribute much.
And the most dangerous kid alive today demands my attention. So thank you everybody for joining. We appreciate everybody stopping by. Hope you had fun.
See you later.
And we'll do better next time. I think we've got this figured out. Thanks again, everybody. Much love. And we'll sniff your fucking jerks later.